Fam, talk. The hour's come. Let's talk some ball. Red gold ball. We come to the point now. Hey, fam, which of the 49ers' 10 undrafted free agents makes this team? Fam, did you notice, though, if you look down through the list of these guys, of undrafted free agents, there's several potentials that look a lot like players already on the roster, right? So the 49ers, I tell you, the Niners may be looking for clones in order to save money. Any of them could be surprisingly talented beyond expectation. We've seen that before. Many times. Who knew Nick Mullins was going to look like it? How about Mosley? Matty B? Then again, these guys could be there just to provide warm bodies for training camp. The question is, who might finally make this roster? And this is what's always fun. Because later on, you look back, see, I seen that, man. We've come to that point, fam. We're collecting opinions this evening. Let's get right into it and run through this real quickly. On the same day that saw the Niners trade one former UDFA running back, Matty B. The team also signs running back JaMycal Hasty as an undrafted player. Missouri's defensive back, Marcus Acey. North Central Illinois College quarterback, Brock Runner. Man, there's going to be a meme for Brock soon. Come on, man. He's not going to replace no. Washington running back. I said opinions, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and wait. I'm going to shut up. Washington running back, Salvon Ahmed. Linebacker, Jonas Griffin from Indiana State. Tight end, Chase Harrell, Arkansas. Missouri linebacker, Ronald Perkins. And Alabama safety, my dude, Darren Maiden. Thing is, fam, you know, with the Niners, is that some of the team's most solid players since Lynch and Shanahan arrived have been UDFAs. Have you noticed that? Look at him, the dream. Keep in mind, San Francisco wasn't Mostert's first stop in the NFL, by the way. It took stops with several teams for him to eventually land with the Niners during the season before this regime's arrival. Niners decision makers saw enough in Mostert. See, there's the bottom line right there. The current administration, notice, he's a terrific special teams contributor to keep him around. And then what did he do? He got his chance and he took full advantage of it. The dude broke out in a way. And you know what? All of us can admit we thought we saw something on it. He flashed on occasions a couple of years ago when he had the fumbling problem in that Kansas City game. Preseason. He was running up and down the field unmolested, untouched. He just ran ruthlessly through Kansas City. See, we said, oh, well, you know what? These are guys that aren't going to be making the team anyway, man. Anybody could do that. Well, little did we know, everybody does not run through just, there were still grown-ass men standing out there. And he was running through them like they were children. We didn't take that. I took that seriously because I was enjoying it, but I didn't know how good it really was because there was nothing to measure it against. He is a bad man. And we have people like Bobby Turner that just know a good running back when they see him, particularly regarding Shanahan's offense. Niners are taking a hard look, and you better believe, serious look right now, though, just because I mentioned Heem at running backs. UDFA's Salvon Ahmed of Washington, who Dre has already put it out on Twitter. That dude makes this team. I went and watched tape after Dre said that. Said, I was like the dude in the Friday movie. Damn! Boy, that boy got exposed. His 40 time, they said that 40 time is not really who he is. He's ran a 4.3 before. But on the combine, he ran a 4.6. Maybe those guys get nervous or something when he has to perform. But you put him on the football field, it's another story. That dude, once he gets away, that's it. Gone. Game over. Gone. Forget about it. Stop running. Don't hurt yourself. Let him go. Why risk any pain or injury? Also, and JaMycal Hasty of Baylor. Between the two, I like Baylor. I like Hasty. I like Ahmed better, though. Matt Barrows of The Athletic recently ranked all of the 49ers 10 impending undrafted free agents and went as far as to rank the two running backs at the top of his list. Aside from the departure of Brady, the uncertainty surrounding Jerick McKinnon's injury history factors in the Ahmed and Hasty's increased odds of making the roster. Fam, one of them going to the practice squad, the other one's going to make the team. Let me get you on the phones here. I'll pick out a few that some believe may have a shot as well, including my man, Kyle, man, Kyle. Brock Runner, North Central. This unusual offseason may keep Runner from making any big splash right away, but his production in Division III North Central College makes him a player that you're going to have to look closely at. He threw for 86 touchdowns and just 8 INTs with more than 8,000 yards. The number is crazy. I don't care what division you played. 8,000 yards against his final 2 seasons. What was he playing against? Given that Mullins landed as the team's backup after joining the club as an undrafted rookie in 2017, you have to take these guys seriously from now on. You have to take any guy that laces him up and comes out on the field. If he's out there and he ain't scared, he's come to prove a point that they missed him. It may take a couple of years, but it wouldn't be a surprise if Runner follows in a similar path as Mullins. Does he make the roster? Probably not, but he's at the top of the list of practice squad candidates, most likely. I don't know what they're going to do with C.J. Beathard. I really don't. I'm not going to speculate it because, we have a lot of players with history. And you feel like a jerk if you say too much anything about them negative. That's all I'm going to say. I'm done. Nothing else about C.J. Fullback Josh Hockett, Fresno State. That's one of the likely schools that doesn't produce a lot of stars, but they've always got something great going on at Fresno State. Hockett is interesting because he physically doesn't remind you of a fullback. Now, he's 6'1", 225 pounds. He looks a lot skinnier than that, actually. He'll likely need to bulk up if he's going to lose like his favorite player, as you might have guessed, Kyle Juszczyk. If you watch Hockett's film, he does remind you a lot of Juice. He just moves like Juice. He does. He looks faster than Juice. That could be because he's slimmer, maybe. There's versatility in his game. Ain't no doubt about that. His tape shows a little bit of everything as a runner, a receiver, posting 1,260 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns on 303 carries, along with 38 catches for 260 yards and a TD in 4 seasons with the Bulldogs. Does he make the roster? Probably not unless Juice is unavailable for the 49ers, who are expected to make if they're expected to make huge changes to the roster construction when Juice goes down. Though the Niners, they usually reassign tight ends to do his work. I really worry about a guy that's not fully trained, and Juice is the guy that follows Juice around to learn everything he does. Because tight ends, Dwelly did a fair job last year. I want a tight end in that job, but they're never going to do it, though. They're always going to sign a tight end. A real fullback. They're always going to sign a tight end, though. And I think that sometimes you look at Juice as a very talented luxury. Here's another Dre pick. Wide receiver Chris Finke. I wouldn't check these guys. As soon as Dre says these things, I go check it out because I faith in Dre. That boy be knowing what he's talking about. So I would check him out right away. Again, damn! This dude. The wide receiver, though, fam, it has no vacancy. The sign is hanging outside the door with no vacancies. I've heard, though, Wes Welker had something to do with Chris being with us. If you watch his tape, though, you can see why. Finke is loads of fun to watch. Ooh, that boy can get up. And his moves, if you try to grab Finke, as soon as you do this, it's over. He's gone. That boy's got hips. I'm like, get this dude. Finke's probably a slot-only player in the NFL with a 5'9", 186-pound body frame, though. His route-running ability is ridiculous. And his ability to make people miss in space is outrageous. I wouldn't try to tackle him. I pretend I was trying to hit him, and I slipped or something, man. That's embarrassing. Finke caught 106 passes for 1,251 yards and 8 TDs for the Fighting Irish. He also returned punts and averaged more than 9 yards per return in the last 2 years. That's more You have to consider the competition. That's more than our best guy, Trent Taylor, who comes about 8.5. That's pretty close, though. You consider Trent in the NFL versus Finke at the collegiate rank. Does he make the roster? Probably not. It's a shame, but he is electric. It'd take a miracle or the rest of the receivers on the roster to badly struggle in camp, which you can't imagine that. Finke's a prime practice squad candidate, though, because if something happens, and you know how Trent Taylor is. The problem is, fam, if the rest of the NFL sees Finke, he's gone. They put him on the practice squad, he is gone. He kind of reminds me of the guy that went to Oakland that I wanted last year. What is that kid's name? Anyway, he played in the Reese's Peanut Butter Bowl last year, the Senior Bowl. And I knew he was good. I was watching him. I said, you know what? That's a Kyle Shanahan. It's Kyle-style players. There's a lot of them around, but they can't all be on our team. Finke's a Kyle-style player. But we got plenty of guys running across the slot. We got plenty of guys. He can't do much more than that. He can return, but we got plenty of guys to do that. We'll see. Tight ends. Tight end Chase Harrell, Arkansas. Tight ends who are converted wide receivers will always have a shot with Shanahan's offense due to the fact that he needs that kind of athleticism. We want guys who can catch the ball, but he needs to learn how to block. Harrell has limited experience at tight end, though, after switching there during his final season of college, which is a little late to be getting polished up for that position to go into the pros with. He wasn't particularly productive as a receiver either, with 37 catches for 360 yards and 3 TDs. He is 6'4", 249. You bulk him up to about 255 with good enough athleticism as he has. He could be one of those players on the boundary. He'll at least get a close look for sure. Does he make the roster? Harrell was brought in, fam, because the team is trying to figure out what to do to take some of the caseload off of George Kittle. We want Kittle to last for a long time. We want him to last entire seasons. We want a guy that comes in there and almost can do well enough. If George has to take any time out, could he at least fill the void where it's not so painfully bad? We had that situation last year, and it was scary. Dwelly's a good ball player. I'm not knocking him. People got on me about knocking Dwelly. I'm not knocking Dwelly. I'm just saying he's not George Kittle. There's a drop-off from George Kittle that's a cliff as high as the Grand Canyon. He's good, but George Kittle is out of the stratosphere. So that's why I want to get somebody closer to that, if you can find them, right? And he may actually have a shot if he shows a willingness to block while offering playmaking ability as a pass catcher. The shortened offseason could land him on the practice squad if the Niners believe they can develop even further. Defensive lineman Darren Daniels, I'm not sure what the 49ers saw in Daniels. I watched this film, and I damn near passed out to sleep, and the clip wasn't that long. Nothing stood out for me. Also, this is the worst room in the roster to break into. You can't come in. Trent Baalke left. You can't come in here being so-so a defensive lineman. So why is he here is some of it a head scratcher. He'll likely be a nose tackle in the NFL at 6'3", 311 pounds. He played multiple interior spots in college. He posted 2.5 sacks, 11 tackles for loss across 3 seasons with Oklahoma State. One with Nebraska. Does he make the roster? I can answer that real quickly. Not a chance. Not a snowball's chance. Anyway, linebacker Jonas Griffin at Indiana State. Now, he's another one. There's not a starting linebacker job on the 49ers defense. In front of that room, it says the same thing. Leave your application outside. There's no vacancies. But wait. Griffith will be a player you might want to watch. He's athletic. He's 6'4", 250-pound frame. He's already that's NFL ready. He's produced like crazy in the FCS level. 2018 alone, he had 132 tackles. Over his fourth-year career, Griffith piled up 382 tackles, 28.5 tackles for loss, and 14 sacks. Makes you go, don't it? He also had 3 INTs. 9 pass breakups. Does he make the roster? Fam, there's a chance. You know, you look at some of the things that have gone on with our linebacker crew. This guy fits in. If you let him go, you could be sorry. Quan has a history of getting hurt. When Quan's out there, ain't nobody taking his job. Now, I ain't saying nothing about that. But as long as he's out there, if this guy carries himself well, he could be special teams for sure. Watch the tape, fam. He's not Fred, but man, good God. Quarterback DeMarcus AC, Missouri, attitude galore. He's 6'1", 195 pounds. He profiles well physically for the 49ers secondary. As you know how we like long, tall guys with lots of range. He started for 3 years for the Tigers and posted 3 INTs, 23 pass breakups. His physicality jumps out on the film. That boy is mean and neat. He kind of reminds me of Rashard Robinson in a good way. He has decent ball skills. His size and skill set may be better suited to strong safety, which may be where he winds up sticking. And who needs to look at that position very closely in the days ahead? Us! Does he make the roster? 49ers depth at cornerback isn't great, and they didn't draft a cornerback, much to the chagrin of a lot of 49er fans. If AC stays at corner, he'll compete for a spot on the back end of the roster. Send a memo to Akello Witherspoon. Don't come in there BSing around, Spoon. This kid'll take your job. And finally, my dude, Jared Maiden. It is a surprise, and we're lucky, and not for him, though, because you don't want to wish anybody anything bad on anybody. Maiden, he didn't get drafted. I told you yesterday in my conversation with Jared that NFL's media's Daniel Jeremiah ranked him as number 114 overall prospect. Maiden has a skill set to play both safety spots in the 49ers defense. He's super physical. You saw how he manhandled one of the best yak men at the collegiate ranks. He took Juwan Jennings. First of all, stopped his forward motion, picked him up off the ground, and body pressed him down to the ground. Juwan goes what? 10? Something like that? Maybe heavier? Maiden is just rage. And he's going to be raging harder than that when he comes in pros. Because he said, y'all didn't pick me up in the draft. Have you lost your mind? Oh, somebody's going to wish they would have did better than they did. I'm going to tear up. You can tell it's all over him. So, JM is 6 foot, 2'5", 205, and has good ball skills. Pulled down 4 INTs at Bama. He doesn't have a ton of starting experience, so his versatile skill set should get him a very, very close look. Does he make this roster? Fam, Maiden probably has the best chance of all the UDFAs to make the roster as a reserve and special teams contributor. For now. But remember, that's what they said about Dre Greenlaw. I got a lot of faith that I got a feeling. Boy, I don't know. If I had to bet on it, he's the guy. The running backs, look out for them running backs. We're going to see about that running back room because Bobby Turner and Kyle don't play. Man, you make one mistake and I don't need no fumbles. I don't need no drop passes. Bobby and we developed, man, we can get a dude off the street, homeless brother, man, put him up, homeless brother. I didn't mean that. We could get a light complexion running back at some point. I don't know. I would have had, if it had been Christian McCaffrey would have been on this team by now if it had been okay. Hey, let me get over here. Check out what you're seeing there. Ronbo sports reporter, otherwise known as Just In. This is RSF Niners. And IG told me he wants to do a collab. Ronbo Sports slowly growing, y'all. How y'all doing, faithful? Wash your hands. Yeah, RSF 49er fans have been friends for a long time. I will get back to him, okay? Justin, thanks, fam. Ricky B, thanks, Ricky. He says, thanks for your undivided commitment to the 49ers by giving us the latest and greatest news. Your energy and positivity is contagious, my friend. God, gold-blooded empire. Thanks, Ricky B. Man, these teams, they fire me up like a drug. Ricky, I ain't playing, man. I love this team so much. Jermaine Price says, hey, it's my son Jermaine Price's birthday. Jermaine Price Jr. Can he get a birthday song? Whew. Let me get the B-Day juice. I have names for this juice. on several different levels. Happy birthday to Jermaine Jr. Happy 90th birthday, Jermaine Jr. Happy 90th Jermaine Jr. Birthday, fam. Oh, bruh. Gonna be a 49er. And Marcello Martinez, Renfro. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Marcello. Renfro, man. Raiders picked up a kid that I says, God, he's got that Kyle style. Sure enough, he goes over there. He's one of the better receivers. Chris Dickerson, Renfro from Clemson. Thank you. DJ Malone. He says, hello, Ronbo. What's up, DJ Malone, man? Getting ready to get into the season, man. Well, I just hope things get really straightened out here. This is a virus. Empire Strikes Back, 49ers. Hey, your show makes football withdrawal easier. Thanks, Empire Strikes Back, fam. Thanks. Panchito Villa says, I hope you're doing well. Doing fine, fam. My question to you is, between all the receivers, which one do you think will have the best year? They can give him an award right now. Debo, I know about the man we just picked up in the draft, but Debo is crazy good in this offense. Kyle should have took the leash off him in the Super Bowl. Next year, the leash will be taken off, but we go talk to Kyle. He's going to let that boy loose next year. Debo's going to be phenomenal. Ooh. Everybody talk about we need a number one receiver. We may have one. It's just the fact is he does so many other things. His job description does not stop at number one receiver. Debo is like OW2. Stack Morris says, thanks, Stack. Great interview with Jared Maiden. It was fun, too. Mr. Block Eyes 22. Maiden will make the team. I saw that interview. He looks like he's hungry. Keep our defense dominant. Go Niners. One love from the Buckeye State. The winning continues. Mr. Block Eyes. Thanks, fam. And Kyle and John, this is Theo Romo. Kyle and John inherit a mess, and every year they grow and add. I'm excited more and more with each passing year. And so true, Theo. Big Heck, Ahmad, Maiden, Hasty, AC. I know, right? I think you nailed it. I think you did. J-Tad, hey, we drafted a couple country boys. We're whole line blocking, too. Going to be speedways on grass. Corn-fed country boys. They, all they did was bale hay and hang out there and way out there in the heartland, doing things to make themselves stronger, developing character. Probably got good home raising. You gotta love it, don't you? Hey, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo.
Chill. What are you thinking about these undrafted free agents? I mean,
well, I like them. And you said earlier that they all fit kind of a player that we already have on the roster.
Kind of, don't they?
That was done specifically on purpose, I believe. But I really think that it's going to be hard for any of them to make the 55-man roster. It's going to be hard. I mean, we are a Super Bowl team. We're a contender. We've got 20 out of 22 starters returning. We had a good draft. But I think, when you look at it, our players that were on the practice squad, we've got to put 12 players on the practice squad.
Oh, that's right.
And some of them are now ineligible for the practice squad because they've had their 3 years. So all of these guys are probably going to make the practice squad. Now, I do like Maiden to have the best shot. have the best shot. I've been saying that all along. Looking at his film in Alabama, I think, he could beat out Marcel Harris at safety.
Ooh.
Marcel does
How about
not have
DJ
the
Reed?
coverage capability.
Well, Reed's up. What is?
Yeah,
what
him
is?
too.
What is? Not Joe. I mean, yeah, DJ Reed. What is DJ Reed, Phil? They put him.
He's a corner.
He's a slot. He's a corner. Okay. He doesn't
He's
like
a
to play
corner.
safety. That's right.
He's listed as a corner.
Yeah.
But, you've got Marcel Harris as a safety. But Marcel's a hitter, but he's not very good on coverage, where Maiden is really good on coverage. But I think he's going to have to add about 10 pounds.
At least.
To get up to 10 to 15, somewhere in that range. Because that's where Jakarski's weight level is to cover linebackers and play this backup strong safety position. And he's going to need to improve a little bit on his tackling. That's the one weakness. But he's right now probably as good a cover guy as both Jakarski and Marcel Harris.
I know. He's a hawk. He really is.
Yeah, he's really good at coverage. You look at his film, that's his strength.
Anticipation.
But, I think
he sits back and waits. He's a solid stop guy too. He sits back off of the route, off the player, and this is what they essentially want to do. And he waits for the quarterback to make his move. He's quick enough to make the adjustment and make a play. That is textbook for what they like to do.
Yeah, and I'm looking at these guys, and they all will be a great backup, on the practice squad. Like, we don't have a backup for Juice. This guy is almost like a Juice, the fullback.
Right? You saw him, right?
And
it's like he does everything Juice does.
I mean, we were looking at Helm and Willie to back up Juice when he went down last year, and those guys just aren't the fullback type. They weren't, they couldn't move like a fullback. So, I think this guy is going to be the backup for Juice, and they're going to hide him on the practice squad. I think this quarterback, I think C.J. Beathard is gone, honestly. Number one, he takes up a roster spot as the third quarterback. You can hide this kid at quarterback on the practice squad. You get $1 million back if you cut C.J. Beathard and on the cap. So, I just think that this kid is kind of penciled in as the third string quarterback, and they're going to hide him on the practice squad. I'm looking at the running backs. One of them is a perfect fit for Gerald McKinnon. The other guy is a perfect fit for a big power back.
They really are.
You look at what their plan is, and you can just kind of see Kyle's thinking on all this and how these guys fit into the system and who they're going to back up. But, again, we need to have 12 guys on the practice squad. And once you hit that third year, you're not eligible for getting on the practice squad. So there's some guys that are going to be fighting, like Givens and those guys are going to be fighting for jobs on the 55-man roster because they're not going to be eligible for the practice squad. So that's something you got to think about.
I know. I see, but I got a lot of faith in Givens.
Got a plan here. These guys fit the system perfectly in one way or another. So, you can see what the thinking is of the 49ers. They've got a long-term plan here. And, who knows, after 1 year or 2 years, or if somebody gets hurt during the season, these guys will be pulled up to fit whatever position that gets hurt. So
there you go. All right, Phil. Good stuff.
But I think Maiden has the best chance. I think AC has the second best chance. I picture AC is like Emmanuel Mosley.
There you
He's
go.
a lot like him.
And
So,
a little more rangy. All right, Phil. We're going to pull up.
Yeah,
I'm going to see you tomorrow night.
Big corner like Witherspoon, but he's more like Emmanuel Mosley.
Absolutely, with quickness and all. All right, Jim. Great stuff. All right, Phil, let me see you tomorrow night on Raw. All right. Night,
Okay.
Phil.
Take care.
You
Bye.
too. Bye. Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Ronbo.
Jamie, as you know, we're picking out undrafted free agents, just like Phil just left, who he thinks is going to make the team and why. And Jamie, of the undrafted free agents, the forgotten ones, the ones that were overlooked and are raging to get into the NFL, the 49ers picked out some guys that look a lot like guys we already got. Hockett is ridiculously like Juice. When I'm watching, I'm laughing. Hockett like watches Juice's film. He must spend hours watching his movement. Some of the things he does are uncanny like Juice. But wait, who's going to make this squad, and who do you like?
Well, let's get Maiden out of the way. He's on the team.
Yeah.
I'm calling that right now. He's going to make the squad.
I believe that myself.
Yeah. We all. I think we all think that. The running backs are two different people. Hasty has got a nasty jump cut. That's quick as I've seen. He's got a quick jump cut and he hits the hole. And Ahmed is more of a stretch runner, like Breida. So I think if Hasty goes on the practice squad, somebody's going to snag him.
See.
So that's the problem.
How many? You're not going to put more than one on the practice squad. How many running backs?
No,
see, one of these guys.
No, I think one of them will make. The squad because we're already going to. Yeah, we might even get rid of Coleman. I'm not sure.
That's a savings.
We're
all saving money for the Niners.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Finke was a walk-on at Notre Dame, right?
Was he? I didn't look that far into his history. All I know is good. He had to walk on at Notre Dame? My God,
I think so, and I think he worked his way into a scholarship.
I guess so.
So this kid gets a shot out there on the field. They're going to have a hard time beating him out. I don't know who's going to beat him out. It's definitely going to be Pettis.
It's funny that you mentioned him. You know what? Finke's not. There's no fear. All he is Trent Taylor too.
Yeah, he's faster than Taylor.
I was going to say he's faster than Taylor though, because he gets away, and once he gets away, he keeps on getting away, and those moves are ridiculous.
I think he's 4'5", and Taylor was 4'6". I think if Finke goes on the practice squad, somebody will snag him too.
Yeah, see, I don't want to be furnishing other teams because we go through the trouble of picking him up and displaying him and getting him out there. Okay, we'll take him. Oh, God. Why? No.
Yeah, he's gone.
See, you're not, but no.
Yeah. Anybody that can work their way up from a walk-on to a scholarship at Notre Dame, I'm cool. I'll take that guy.
Especially Notre Dame. I mean, if you were at small school somewhere, but no, it's... And he was contributing. I mean, he looked solid. Okay, who else? We can talk about Finke for a long time.
I think you're right about. Yeah, I think you're right about Harrell. He's probably going to be groomed. He'll end up on the practice squad if he doesn't show anything. And Hockett will probably be on the practice squad because nobody knows anything about him. Mm-hmm. I don't think those guys are going to make the team unless Harrell does something good and they think he's, better than Dwelly.
It's going to take a while. You know what though? You mentioned about Hockett. I just realized something, Jamie. We can hide Hockett. Fullbacks aren't prime stock.
It
would
nobody's gonna be looking for him.
Yeah, put him on the practice. Don't let him get away.
Yeah, so that gets him out of the way. And if Harrell doesn't do anything big in training camp, which isn't going to be very long this year, you can hide him too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you can hide Finke, Hasty, or the other running back. And Rudder, you can hide Rudder too.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of you can't hide on there.
Yeah. You're right, AC.
That's probably what they're thinking about.
Yeah. You can only hide. We can put one on IR. We're nice. Can we put people on the IR like we don't know?
Yeah. So
I like it though.
You like Hasty better than Ahmed? Two different guys, two completely different running backs.
Right. It's like I love speed. That's why Ahmed jumps off the page on me. Hasty's probably good for that third down back, but Jeff Wilson is our third down back too. Can he beat Jeff? If you're going to look at it that way, I wonder.
He was on a winning program, and he was carrying the load.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
he's good.
He's a good running back. Watch if you watch his film, watch his jump cuts. They're instant. He's just over and he's through the hole.
I gotta watch him again. I was watching him. He was just doing so well. I started glancing away, and I was hitting my keyboard and writing things up. But yeah, he definitely got stuff. Both of those guys are good, though. I mean, if we lost a couple of players, if you could stack them away, because you know how we go through running backs every year. If we could keep them around, my God, that'd be so good, and train them up with Bobby.
Yeah, and you don't know McKinnon. He's had I don't know how many
And then there's
different
that.
years.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So you got to keep one of them around, and hopefully they don't get snatched up right away. But I think we'll be good. I think there was enough running backs in the draft. They shouldn't want them immediately.
Yeah. Hasty catches out of the backfield, too.
Hasty does, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bigger on Hasty than I am Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed's quick. He's like Matty B. He hits a hole.
Yeah.
He hits it so suddenly. That's what I enjoyed about him. I mean, you're sitting there watching the play develop. Whoa, God. He got away. That's all I kept saying the whole time. Wow. I couldn't stop wowing. So, okay. We'll see.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
All right, Jamie. Good stuff. I like that. All right. We'll see tomorrow night on Raw.
Okay. I'll call you then.
All right, fam. Night.
Bye.
Yeah, it's fun watching. So there's Finky's just, my God. I'm mad. As I say, some guys just go, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Oh, Matt S. Thanks, fam. Say, hey, I really look forward to your show nightly when you go live. Curb some of the lonely nights after my divorce. Oh, Matt. Oh, man. It gives me something to look forward to. Much love, bro. Go Niners. Oh, Matt. Well, that's great, man. Keep you cheered up. You know, pretty soon you're going to be able to get out. And before you know it, love will come your way again. You know? All right. And Josh Schwartz says, happy B-Day. It's my son's B-Day, too. Josh, where's my name? I just call him Josh's son. Trey Barrett says, Salvon Ahmed is the best UDFA we signed, hands down. Yeah, I do enjoy watching him run, Dre. I ain't lying, boy. Happy Niners birthday to Josh Jr. What do we call him, Josh Jr.? Happy beep 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 boom beep bottom da boo boo. Wanted to be a jazz singer once upon a time. Doo doo ba boo. I could scat with the best. I gotta hurry up with this though. Now. Happy birthday, to Josh Jr. Happy Niners birthday to JJ, otherwise known as Josh Jr. And this just in. And Justin, I can tell you right now, I have contacted Eric Davis of one of the teams, one of the greatest 49er defensive teams of all time. I'm still waiting for his response, though.
Hey, man, we just want this to happen. You feel me? You know, I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of all faithful. I'm pretty sure everybody's looking forward to Eric Davis and Ronbo talking sports.
Oh, I tell you, you know what's so funny? Because I used to get mad at Eric because Eric used to always talk badly about when we were sucking and he was right. I used to always complain, Eric, come on, man. You know, you used to be a 49er, man. Ain't no way to talk about the 49ers. I used to like, I think he responded to me once. I forgot what he said. Something to the effect of, I got to call it like I see it. He was right. I saw the days I just didn't want to hear it. 2016, 2015, 2016, 2017. Pain. Just, I'm sorry. Let's talk about UDFAs. Look at the big actor Eric. I'm going to ask him about that if we get him on, though. Eric, it's been a while since we talked. You know, we talked online. It wasn't that nice. Yeah. But Justin, what are you thinking, man, about these UDFAs, man? There's a few out there that are really fun to watch. But this is a Super Bowl team. How are they going to make this team?
I think Jared Hayden makes the team. He was actually on my mock draft. I had him going I had him in the 6th round. To be honest, I was like, because we need secondary help. I was like, Jared Hayden. He's coming out of Alabama.
Maybe.
He was the most explosive. Most explosive corner in Alabama, and better than half of his corners, in my opinion, because I saw how he played. He played with physicality, and how Alabama gets their players. They have that mindset of not taking this for granted. Actually, going out and actually performing, no matter if they're losing or winning, they still give their 100% out. And it's hard to find that in players these days and Hayden represented that a lot. So I actually had him on the mock draft. So I was excited when we picked him up. But I didn't think he was going to come to San Fran. I thought he was going to come somewhere else. But I'm excited we got him. So
that's the thing. You're right.
Yeah.
But he told you why.
I'm excited about Hasty. Yeah. I saw. I'm excited about the running back we picked up. I'm excited about him. He was really good.
Which one?
But he has some concerns. I think it's Hasty or something like that. Hasty?
Hasty.
Hasty.
H-A-S-T-Y.
Yeah.
Hasty.
Yeah. There were some concerns about his fumbling. Concerns about his route running outside of route running. But I think he's going to get that fixed. This is NFL. You can make adjustments to your NFL. I think that we did solid. I think the only thing I was concerned with about the draft was not the address in secondary, but undrafted we do really well. So I'm kind of excited for Alabama's Jared Hayden. See how he does.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Really. Yeah.
Who else?
I haven't really seen the other guys perform. That's the only two ones I know of because I actually thought we were going to pick up a running back in the 7th round. I really did because
they always
I was like, we
trade
Burrito. We're gonna need. Yeah. So I was like because I got to do more. I got to do more highlights on the other guys. But
go look at Finky. Finky's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like he's out there playing with children, and also look at Hockett he's like a clone of Juice. They do everything. It's like he practices Juiceism every time he plays. Yeah. He's a wrestler too, so it makes him a tough guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think before the 49ers they didn't go all out. You have a bunch of teams like the Raiders, the Cowboys, where they go all on free agency and they're spending money like crazy, and they just get. That's the funny thing too. They spent $7 million on Andy Dalton. Okay, what the hell?
Yeah, and won't pay Dak. And Dak said, "What? How are you gonna pay me? I'm spending away my money. What are you paying me $7 million? You guys complain you can't afford me." Shut up, Dak. Shut it. But anyway.
But no, I think all these teams have been like I think it's like the Belichick thing. It's like he doesn't go all on free agency. He gets what he needs. He addresses what he loses, and then keeps the team intact. I think that's what we're doing. We address what we needed. We're keeping the team intact.
But we're getting quality stuff. Even our UDFAs look good.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Justin, let me see you tomorrow for Raw, fam. All right.
Yeah, I do want to finish with saying I finished up my 3rd semester of college this month.
Yes.
I finished up my 3rd semester of college.
Oh, wow.
My birthday is this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my birthday and I'm turning 22 this month as well. So.
Oh, right. Hey, what's your birthday? It's going to be the middle of the month or what?
It's the 31st.
We'll do that day up.
We're under quarantine.
All right,
yeah.
fam.
Yeah. I just want to say I'll finish up also saying that even though some states are opening up tomorrow, people, please continue to wash your hands and keep practicing social distancing. It's important. It's how we're gonna get this football on time. We do not want to push back. We do not want to push back. We want to keep it on time. Keep practicing social distancing and wash the hand and wear the mask. Yes. I know they're not comfortable, but keep practicing social distancing.
There you go. And this coming from a guy that's somewhat like a frontline worker because Justin is at the market when you come to get things to eat, putting himself in harm's way. Yes. Justin, keep up that great work.
Yes,
I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Night.
We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We're gonna get through this together, and just
That's
keep being positive, everybody. Let's get it going.
Right.
Have a good day, faithful. Drive safe.
You too. Night. Hey, and Dion, D.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
D, man, I didn't get a chance to look at film real thoroughly until the last couple of days, right? And I'd heard about certain people, and I'm looking at them saying, I got to laugh because I'm thinking, these guys, that just shows you how good this draft was this year. These guys, some of these guys ain't got no business not being drafted. It opens up an argument for maybe they should expand the draft a couple more rounds because some of the boys, ooh, God. So, all right, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
But D, what did you see? I mean, you see anything that you thought was appealing? And of the guys we picked out, are any of them going to make this team?
Oh, I already had that done, man. Video set up on the and everything, brother. Let me tell you.
Check it out. Dion Johnson. Click him. Dion will run it down as well. Dion, you can share with us right now, too.
Oh, yeah, very quickly. DeMarcus Acey, he makes the squad. DeMarcus Acey, to tell you the truth, this is how I look at it. DeMarcus Acey is probably going to be more like K1. He might be a nickelback because of what he can do. He's got a bunch of pass breakups, but not a lot of INTs. He's a really good tackler. I automatically see him making the squad. Darren Daniels, nope, more like a depth piece. Pretty boring tape, not much to go on. He didn't do much of anything. I'm not high on Finky because I feel like he's Trent Taylor.
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's why I was laughing.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying we already have Trent Taylor. We don't need another one. So, Jonas Griffin, boring. Let's move on. Chase Harrell, he will wind up being a guy that battles with the kid we drafted, Warner, to go ahead and take on the blocking duty so George can become more of a catching tight end. I believe that's why this kid's there because his stats are crap. But if you watch his tape, he's a good blocking tight end. Now, here comes the guy that I think makes the squad. Numero uno, right behind Jared Maiden, JaMycal Hasty. That is a Kyle Shanahan running back. If you watch this tape, everything he does is what Shanahan wants. This is what they wanted Jerick McKinnon to be when they first picked him up. That is exactly why. JaMycal Hasty makes the squad. Josh Hokett is the predecessor to Juice. His numbers state everything. His tape states it all. He is the predecessor to Juice. If he picks up this offense fast enough, remember, this is Juice's last year. We don't have him on the contract beyond this. If he picks up this offense fast enough, we will stash him on the practice squad this year, and he will be starting next year. Because he's younger.
Put on a little weight.
Yeah, put on a little weight, do what he has to do. He's going to be learning from Juice. Jared Maiden, he makes the squad automatic. Brock Rutter, man, they need a practice squad QB. There it is. He ain't going to do nothing. I like his numbers, but I mean, like, really, we already have 3 quarterbacks. We don't need another one. He's going to wind up as a practice squad QB. I don't see him really doing much of anything. But those are the guys that I see. Definitely JaMycal Hasty. AC, he'll make the squad. Jared Maiden will make the squad. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. The other guys are probably just there to fill spots. I don't see them really doing much of anything. None of their takes jumped off at me, like, that says anything that's like, how did this guy slip through to be an undrafted free agent? Everybody else was kind of very pedestrian. That they're just there because these are guys that may fit a system to an extent. But I can tell you right now, those are dudes, man. It's Hokett because of his ability. Look at these numbers: 75 carries, 287 yards, 3.8 yards per carry, 9 TDs, 17 catches, 97 yards, 5.7 yards per carry, 7 TDs. Like the dude has the skills. So I think he'll come behind him. But I'm telling you, those are the dudes that make the squad. We have those other 3 guys. They're out. And, this is definitely a squad to make. But I can tell you right now, the safeties better watch out for Jared Maiden. You better watch out. That man is hungry. He was so humble when you did the interview. I watched the whole thing. He's a very humble and quiet kid.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the ones you got to watch out for.
Yes, I was getting ready to say, those are the ones everybody better look out for. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know where they could be coming from. You have no anticipation because you ain't got nothing to go on. They keep it all to themselves. Damn, I like him a lot.
Kello better beware of DeMarcus Acey. He better beware. I'm going to tell you right now, because the way AC plays, AC got that fight and that dog in him. You're not going to get him rattled and have him all screwed up, and then he's done for the game. I gave up a play. That's all right. That's the pass. Let's move to the future and make a play.
Him and Sherm go get along real well. I can tell already. Dion, good stuff. Check him out. You see him on the chat. Dion Johnson. He's got more to offer. Dion, appreciate your fam. All right.
All right.
Talk to you in a bit.
Appreciate the platform. Appreciate everything you do. Good to talk to you. And the wife says hi, man.
Jasmine. Yes, I still remember that name. All right. Y'all have a good night, too.
All right.
All right, fam. Hey, and here he is. Dollar Bill. Will. Come on in, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will. You know, looking at the Super Bowl team, it's going to be interesting for years. Hey, what's that? We're going to be looking at years, watching the 49ers bringing people in that basically have no prayer. It's going to get rougher and rougher every year. But we have to cut costs on occasion. When you look at Juice, like somebody just mentioned a minute ago, Juice is probably beyond our expense budget next year. And you look at Hockett, I said, this dude is Juice Jr., man. And you look at some of the other guys, and you know, Dion just said something about Chris Finke. He got a prayer. You know, Trent Taylor and Chris Finke, I'm not sure if there's a lot of – I need to see more of Finke in the pros because I already know what Taylor does. But, Will, let me stop. Our free agents, what you got going on?
Man, back to what Phil was saying, Phil got a great point about this football team. We already signed 18 of 22 of our players back to the squad, and it's nothing but talent from what we had last year. And we're looking to add some more talent, man. By the looks of it, I think Kyle and John picked some great undrafted free agents. So I haven't did my homework on all of them, but I did my homework on the obvious. And when I mean the obvious, I mean the people that I know who's gonna make the squad. And I'm gonna start off with AC, man, the Marcus AC. I know everybody been talking about him, man. Man, this dude got some.
Don't get that! Hold that dog! Hold him!
Man, that kid got some dog, Ronbo. The guy is a pure cover corner, man. Straight dog. He will lay your butt out when necessary. I see him and Mosley battle it out. I don't think Spoon got a chance. All my hope is gone on Spoon. It's going to stay that way. It's going to stay that way until off the team. I'm not going to even put Spoon in this conversation. I'm just going to keep it Mosley and AC. Them two guys got dogs in them, man. They got dogs. So it's going to be a great battle at that position. Also with Maiden, the safety out of Alabama, I think if Tart, if we're unable to bring Tart back or something like that, I could see him and I could see him Marcel Harris batting it out. But I think Maiden will win the spot. Marcel Harris, he showed some promise, but he has to work on fundamentals, man, and he got to get it down pat unless he want to stay on the team because that it's tackling he doing it. We can't relate to that. That in New Orleans when Cook caught that touchdown and Marcel was
scared me so bad. And I know Cook knew he had him. He told Breeze every time he went to back to the huddle, man, just throw it to me, man. This dude can't do nothing with me. Just throw me the ball, and he did.
Right.
God.
Right. So Marcel Harris is gonna have to work on his tackling if he wants to stay on the squad. I mean, he's good everywhere else, but he's gonna have to tackle a football player. So that's what he's gonna have to do. So I see AC and Maiden. Maiden led the league. I mean, he led the SEC in interceptions, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he's around the football. When the ball is in the air, he's around that football. He's like Anthony Harris out of Minnesota, man. When the ball when the ball is going is in the vicinity of the wide receiver, he's there.
Mm-hmm.
Either he's gonna pick it off, he's gonna pick it off and bat it down. So I
Will,
two guys.
And Will, he said, don't just put him in a safety category. He said he played corner before he learned how to play safety. I said, what?
Hey,
you're just a DB, ain't you? God.
Hey, if he can do both, that would be great. That would be great for the football team. I mean, that'll be. If he can play those positions and play it to a solid degree, I'm with it. I'm all for it, man. I'm really all for it. There's another guy too, a running back. The guy out of Washington, Ahmed. I think he has a good, I think he's gonna make the team too, man. When I look at him, man, he reminds me of Raheem Mostert. I think he's swift. Once he see that hole, boom, he gets it. Like he's dead in the hole.
He gets there quick. He sees that hole,
right,
and he fully commits, and he is gone. And he's got that kind of quickness. See,
yeah. So I see Ahmed making the team, man, because he's real swift, man. Like he's real loud on his feet like paper, man. He just like when he see that hole, boom, there it is, and it's off to the races. So I see him making this team. Wide receiver, man. With Juwan Jennings, I think he has a shot. I really think he has a shot, man. He kind of got Jalen Hurd tendencies, man. He don't go down. He don't go down without a fight. He don't. When he gets that ball, he don't have a lot of speed, but he has enough speed to get open. And when he get open and catch that ball, one person ain't gonna get him down. He's gonna try to run over you. He's gonna try to run through you. So only thing he needs to work on is kind of like his attitude. Because I heard somebody say he kind of like got an attitude problem, but it's probably because of his passion of the game. I mean, I don't know.
But Will, you know what? Before we get into players, because we can get into that all night. But listen, we got to go. But tell you what, about Juwan, we got a call on the coach from Tennessee. They said nobody like that coach at Tennessee. So Juwan might have just got caught cussing him all the way out, whereas everybody else just put up with him. So he might not be as bad as we think or heard. So
that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Right. Yeah. So we need feisty guys on this team. So we trying to get back to this bowl, man.
About that. All right, Will. I'm gonna see you tomorrow on the Raw.
All right, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Appreciate what you do, man. Shout out to the TNT fam, my player partner Dre, Trey, Big Show, Russo, the Ronbo Sports Fan Club, Rico, Jersey Joe, Russo, Big Show, Sheep, all them guys, man. Hey, man. Tampa Bay, Florida, Super Bowl 55. Tampa Bay Buccaneers won't be in it because it would be the 49ers versus to be announced. All right, Ronbo.
It's not Will. I mean, I fam.
How you doing, man?
God, if Tom Brady and company don't make it, boy, I'm gonna laugh because they're not. So get ready to laugh. Hey, Brian.
Good everyone.
Brian, come on in, man. We're talking about our undrafted free agents as we're now looking at guys. They have the biggest obstacle to climb of everybody because even guys who got drafted have got some work to do. But if you're an undrafted free agent, it's just like, wow, what are the odds, right? But some of them are going to make it. Who do you think stands out in that UDFA crowd that you like?
Well, I think a lot of it will depend on what sort of preseason they have. And sort of more to the point, how long a preseason they have with this virus and the situation that we're all in at the moment. We really need to look at how much practice they're actually going to get and whether they can learn the system in time. So the guys that are there, the guys that are on the creams, the backups that are currently there, have got the experience of the finals run and the Super Bowl behind them. So, and you would expect natural progression from those guys as well. So, I think I think Maven is probably the only guy that I think might have a chance, but it's a fairly short pre-season camp. I think that makes it twice as hard as what it normally would.
Brian, there's something going on with your connect. Brian, are you in the same place as you normally are? No, Brian, what am I saying? Brian's always all over the place. Brian, is that the wind is blowing into your mic by chance? Is that the case? It's sort of drowning you out.
No, it's a noise, isn't it?
Okay, go ahead, continue. Let's see if it straightens out.
Righto. Yeah, so I think they're all at a bit of a disadvantage this year because I think they simply won't have enough time. But there's one comes out of the pack, and I think probably Maven is probably favoured to do that. I think it depends on the injuries as well. Like running back room, we've got injury concerns there. Injury concerns.
Brian, you know, I've heard from you forever. I'm dying to hear what you got to say. Brian, I don't know, because we're not being able to make this out. Something's really, it's muffled and it's cracking and breaking. So we're not getting really full sentences. Brian, can you maybe call back and maybe get a better connection or something?
Cool. Yep, no worries.
And we'll bring you right in as soon as we see you. Okay? All right. All right, Brian. Okay, that's too bad because Brian's always got interesting stuff to talk about. Hey, J1.
What's up, Ronbo?
Gee, man, I mean, it's fun looking at the team. First, and especially if you waited as long as I did, you look at the guys who got drafted, and then you look at the UDFAs, and some of those guys are pretty exciting. Some of them are ho-hum. The defensive lineman has no chance. There's a couple others. But, I mean, there are some that really stand out, and you pull for them. I'm pulling for them already. I got about 4 guys. I can't wait to see if they can make this. But, Jay, what were you looking at, and who did you notice that you appreciated?
Really, the guy from Baylor, the running back.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to do pretty well because he's pretty fast, and knowing that we have Raheem Mostert in them, they run pretty good, and it really we could put any kind of running back in our system and they can run. It's a proven fact from Mike Shanahan from Denver how we run the ball. So we could just plug and play whatever running back in there and make him look like a Hall of Famer. So,
hey, what's that running back from Denver years ago? He was an average running back. What? Terrell.
You talking about Terrell?
Yeah, Terrell's a Hall of Fame running back. He was okay, but nothing special. But he got Shanahan, and now he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man. And he
look at Mostert.
Boy. Yeah. So Raheem Mostert. And I think, he doing right. He's getting these he's not really going in the draft. He's getting these restricted free agent who's got a chip on their shoulder and want to prove everybody they should have been drafted. And that's the right thing to do instead of just bringing all these overpriced veterans in here.
Like Zeke. I'm just kidding about Zeke.
Yes.
But, Jay, you know something? They're like the 49ers, Bobby and Kyle. Running backs may not be – there's a natural ability with some guys you got to look for. Some of these guys who work hard to be running backs, they're okay. Yeah, they're great. But there's something about certain kids that are born. He don't need to take no practice or nothing else. You put him in a uniform, put him out there, he's going to outperform the kid that's been doing it for years. That's a natural. That's what the Niners are looking at. I think that's what they do. Man, some of those guys are good.
Yeah, I believe so too. And they looking at what fits this team, what can do to help this team. They're not looking at, this talent, this person. They're looking at the overall person. They're looking at their personality. They're looking at the way they could contribute to the team. They're looking at their skill set. And you got to fit all them criteria to be on this team. They're not looking at, okay, you can run 100 miles per hour, but can't catch the ball, can't block. They looking at ain't a good human being. They did that. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? When they got Reuben Foster here, they realized, we can't kind of draft these players. Yeah, he was a talented player, but they looked at it like, we
can't be talented to be a damn
like
fool. I mean, come on, man. You got
exactly.
Police calling me in the middle of the night talking about we got your boy down here. Come on, Reuben.
Exactly.
I was asleep, man.
Exactly, and you got to chaperone a grown man. Come on, that don't even make sense.
No.
So what they doing? They drafting players that fit their system on top of being a man and got, you know what I'm saying, great personality as far as and that translation on the field. Look at Deebo Samuel. Look at George Kittle. You know what I'm saying? They're drafting players who could come on the field, who can be themselves, but not idiots. On top of that, they bring in good skill set to this team and good, you know what I'm saying, a good team camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Jay, I just want to real quickly get. I've always wanted to ask somebody this: if you was with a lady and she called the police on you, how many times would she call the police on you?
It wouldn't be one time, and that'd be it.
See, we all think everybody with good sense knows.
Yeah,
especially I didn't do nothing. Once, okay. You know what?
Exactly. Ain't you rich? Ain't you playing where everybody will love to be? Everybody will love to make millions of dollars to play football. And you making this kind of money, you could get any kind of woman you want, and you still fooling with the same woman see. That's what I'm saying. You got to have a head on your shoulder, and that's what they're drafting. People with head on their shoulder, they learn from that mistake. They ain't drafting no kind of players like that with baggage and problems. They're drafting good Samaritan players who could come in here and play
and perform and contribute
and do the right thing.
And yes. Hey, Jay, I'm going to go. Hey, tell you what, I'm going to see you tomorrow night on Raw if you get some time. All right?
Yes, sir. No doubt. Appreciate you, Ronbo.
Thanks, Jay.
It's always a blessing to talk to you, brother.
Same here, fam. Back at you. I'll see you tomorrow night. All right.
All right. See you tomorrow.
And there he is. This Flossie B. Flossie. Flossie B. Texas boy, man, I don't know why he in here. Hey, George.
Ronbo.
Hey, George, is that you?
Yes, sir. It's me, Ronbo. How you doing tonight?
George's doing great, man. It's, I'm enjoying the fact that, we're at that point, the team's at that level where, every team in the league is below us except for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's just by accident. Mm-hmm. So being the best team in the league, can you imagine being an undrafted free agent trying to make this team? You got to have a lot of heart.
Ronbo. Ronbo, you said that we were below Kansas City, but this year, Ronbo, everyone's going to be gunning for Kansas City, so that might help us beat them. If everyone's gunning for Kansas City, and everyone kind of drop George, down their scopes on us.
George, no. They're coming after us, George. Everybody knows that everybody knows Kansas City won that game on a hope and a prayer and a Hail Mary type pass that got things started for them in those last few minutes. They were whipped through 3 quarters. Their ass was kicked, and they got away finally in the 4th quarter. That was, like I told everybody last year, this team lacks a little maturity. They're not ready yet. I was hoping I was wrong, but in the end, it was a little bit of maturity that killed him. And then Richard Sherman made a mistake, too. But still, that ain't happen no more, George. Oh,
Ronbo, do you remember when, I think it was 2 years ago when Mahomes first year, he lost 2 to the Patriots. And it was like an offsides off D Ford. So, like you said, maybe this was the year that we fuck up, and maybe this is the year that we're going to bounce back and we're going to get together. Mm-hmm. I definitely see that on our foresight. I definitely see us maturing more. I definitely see Garoppolo having that second step going forward. But Ronbo, what I want to talk about, Ronbo, is how about that Trent Williams trade, Ronbo, and how much of a benefactor that's going to be for us, and how important that is.
That is huge.
People don't understand that he's going to be just the attitude that because look, I love Joe Staley, but Joe Staley doesn't. I don't know. Look, I'm sorry, Nation, but I don't know if he gives us the attitude that Trent Williams is going to give us. Yeah.
Well, not only that,
Empire. Yeah.
Joe was slowing down. Honestly, he wasn't Joe Staley that we know from years ago. Joe Staley was like hands down one of the best in the NFL. And then down in the last 2 or 3 seasons, he lost a little bit. And now you're going to bring in Trent. Trent ain't lost nothing and had a year off.
Yeah, Ronbo. I've been seeing his little highlights and his workouts. Ronbo, big men are not supposed to jump around like that, and they're not supposed to be running like that, and they're not supposed to be tossing dudes around like that, Ronbo. So I'm looking forward to seeing a line.
It too.
I really am.
He says I can move people like I want them.
And Ronbo, the one thing that stood out to me, Ronbo, is he said that he's happy to come back. And you know what? Sometimes, Ronbo, it's all about happiness. It really is, man. Sometimes happiness could be the difference between you playing great and playing good. And if he says the dude says he's happy, he feels rejuvenated. That's all we need from him. It's a rejuvenated Pro Bowler, and to come in here and just toss up Frank Clark, toss up whoever the Cardinals have to throw at us, whoever. Throw him at us, and we got Trent Williams, man. Honestly, that's how I feel, Rumble.
I tell you should. And you got a solid guard next to him, unlike what we've had in the past. Because him and Thomason on the other side is just a great duo. But this year, the right side can't be beaten up like it was with Mike Person because Brunskill's waiting. Come on in, guys. It ain't like it was last year. I will stop you now. Oh, God, I can't wait.
Yep. And we got McGlinchey growing his man hair. So hey, McGlinchey's going to be our captain too. And so we're good, Rumble. I'm telling you, we're looking very good. Yes.
Yeah. So, we got some backup. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. So,
and if it's just 2 more seconds, Rumble, 2 more seconds to make that pass for Garoppolo, and we might win that Super Bowl this year. We're gonna be fine. Watch.
Because that pass probably would have been a little more targeted. Garoppolo is not nowhere near as bad as some people think, but they're not looking at the whole picture. They see him make one mistake, and they define him by every mistake he makes. All the good things he does, they subtract that. But if he makes one mistake, that's who he is. That's BS. So, he'll be tough.
Yeah. Yeah, and that trade, Rumble, that's an underrated trade right there. A lot of experts, a lot of GMs are saying that's gonna come down around and bite them in the butt, and I feel the same way.
Minnesota tried.
Yeah.
Many tried to stop us, but we got him.
We got him.
And we can run, we can pass all we want.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna give time to throw to Ayuk, to Brandon, to Debo, to Kittle, to everyone. It's gonna work out. We're gonna be able to do even better outside run plays because he's a lot more athletic than Joe was.
And he knows the offense.
Yes. He knows the offense. Yes, Ronbo, exactly. He knows the offense. So even if it's 1 or 2 plays better than Stigley, that's 1 or 2 plays better than Stigley. Hey,
How many games did we have to win in the fourth quarter we're just down by a certain amount of points? What if all game long, we've already got a lead? You know what, though, George? It's going to be a better team this year all around anyway. As I said, all the offense needed was 1 solid year for installment of that offense. Now you plug guys in because most of the guys, except for Ayuk, who else? That's it. Ayuk's got to learn the offense.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows the offense. No more
That's
struggling. Everything's going to be on time. Oh, George Kittle, does he know that?
And look at Matt Ryan.
I know. After 1 year.
And Matt Ryan is not Garoppolo. Garoppolo is a lot better than Matt Ryan. I can promise you that, Garoppolo.
I like that.
Rumble. I'm over here calling you Garoppolo. Look at this, Rumble.
MVP. Matt Ryan was MVP, George.
You are
in
the
his second
MVP,
year.
Rumble. It's because you're the MVP. That's why you're the MVP, Rumble.
George, we got to go. Appreciate you,
No
George.
problem, Rumble.
Hey, I'm looking for you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, Rumble. Take care, all right?
You too,
Niner
bro.
Legend. Let's go.
Hey.
Niners!
Go, George. Hey, Flossie B. Flossie B. Flossie B. Hey, Dre, come on in here, man, while we celebrating we celebrating the Super Bowl early for next year.
What's going on, man?
Dre, man, it's like fun looking at this team and not need. You know how they used to say 49ers have too many holes to be considered a team that's going to compete for anything more than a high position in the draft. We went through all the embarrassment and nasty things being said at us to now saying, man, it's going to be hard for anybody to make this team. Every door you knock on with the 49ers, man, you look at that running back room. Oh, this is full. Defensive line. Oh, man, this is full. Now you come in here and you make this team, you got to be a bad man. And UDFAs, these guys, boy, my heart goes out to them, but I'm supporting them. But Dre, who you got in mind? Did you say anything? And I already know you got Ahmed, but who else do you like for this team?
Salvin Ahmed is by far the most talented undrafted free agent that we signed. Washington runs the zone read scheme. They run a lot of stretches. They run a lot of pulling tackles and guards. They run a lot of block downs, with the guards and the centers coming to the line and calling coverages. So they do a lot of the same
what
things
we
that
do.
we do.
Yeah.
He's basically the prototype of Matt Breida without the fumbling problem. Ronbo, if you go watch this kid, when he makes his decision and he hits that gap, it's really no stopping him. This kid, he averaged 6 yards per carry 1 year, and then he averaged 5.1 yards per carry another year. He fits perfectly in this team. The second guy that I think makes this team, a lot of people might think I'm crazy, but I think it's Chris Finke. Wes Welker has been in contact with Chris Finke for like the last year, and he's one of those short, shifty guys. He runs great routes.
I watched him.
I would have to say it's. We would have to take into consideration if Trent Taylor's knee does not react well.
You mean ankle?
I think that Chris Finke is that guy. I'm not his knee, but his foot.
Your foot.
If his foot doesn't react well to those 5 surgeries, I think Chris Finke is the perfect fill-in, and that's why I think we signed him, was basically an insurance policy. So those are the 2 guys on offense. As far as defensively, I only think one guy has the opportunity to make this team, and that's Jared Maiden. DeMarcus AC, he was a shutdown corner at Mizzou. His senior year, they were scared to throw to his side, so his stats took a dive. But the knock on him is he is not good at covering fast, shifty receivers, man. Like, if you're a good route runner, if you go watch his tape, if you're a good route runner, DeMarcus Acey's ass is toast. And that's kind of what scares me about him. That's why he drafted. So I'm not too high on him, man. But most definitely, the top 2 guys is Salvin Ahmed, and I would say Jared Maiden. Also, Salvin, there was a report that we signed him to a 3-year deal.
Yeah, now I heard that last week, actually. Yeah. And I was trying to say, so 3-year deal?
Yeah, he's going to make this team, man. Like, you don't sign that guy to a 3-year deal
and just be throwing money at him. I don't even know how much is guaranteed, but yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the. I don't know how this kid wasn't drafted, Ronbo, but he is extremely talented.
He'd be getting up. I was
checking him out. And he played with Jacob Eason, so he had to make a lot out of the carries that he did have, because Jacob Eason threw the ball, 46 to 47 times per game. So it wasn't like he was getting a ton of carries. And another thing about Salvin is he is a perfect check down back. When that guy gets in the flats, and if you ain't got nowhere to go with the damn ball, give him the ball in space and let him work. He runs a 4.32, Ronbo. He also ran track. So those are my guys. There's another one I would say is by a far shot, and that's the kid out of Fresno State. This kid is an athlete. Hockey. He went to the national championships, competed, and he placed 7th as a wrestler. So that means this kid is extremely conditioned, and he's very strong. Also, he's versatile. He catches pass out of the backfield. He can run the damn ball, and he's extremely strong. He's a 2-sport guy. So, he's a far shot. But a for sure thing, I would say that Salvin Ahmed, you know what I mean? He signed a 3-year deal. He's going to be in that running back room.
And Dre, at some point, I got a feeling within the days ahead, we're going to be talking about a running back that we're going to be surprised. Oh, man. I don't know who the man is yet, but you will see. Because you're right. One of them's going to the practice squad, and one of them's going to be on the 55. We're going to see.
Yeah.
Dre, we got to go. Let me see you tomorrow night on Raw.
All right, bro. Most definitely, man. Shout out to TNT, man. Trey, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, my player partner Will, all of the guys, man. Yeah, man. It's we're gonna see how this coronavirus shakes out, man, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to put the season on hold. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, disgusting thought. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Dre.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, Bill.
Peace out.
And Otis Vadislas. That's it. Otis Vadislas. Thanks, Otis. Thanks. I love the Bears, man. Okay. The Bears are always so cool. Thanks, Otis. Appreciate it, Phil. Hey, maybe we got a better connection for Brian. Hey, Brian.
G'day, mate. Can you hear me now?
Hey, Brian, loud and clear with that gorgeous Aussie brogue. Brian, good to hear from you again. You got to start from the top, Brian.
Yeah, good to hear from you too, mate.
Thanks. Well, actually, we haven't talked since the debacle in February. I don't even want to say the name.
No.
But, yeah. So. But what are you thinking about this UDFA situation?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They've got a good mix of players, and they've obviously selected players to come in and put competition on for specific roles that we currently have in our backups, and even to the point our lower draft picks, the guys we picked in the 5th and 6th and 7th, they're obviously similar players, and so the pressure's not only on the guys that are returning from last year, but also the guys that we picked up lower down the draft. So they've been fairly selective in the type of player they've got, and it's good to see that they've gone for a few of them have got quite an aggressive nature to their game style. I think that's real positive as well, and I like that. I like that sort of tendency they're leaning towards. So.
They didn't just bring in a bunch of bodies. They brought in guys who specifically have to fit a certain profile. It's a good point. Great point.
Yeah. But, yeah, as I was trying to say earlier, my big concern is the length of the pre-season and the amount of snaps that they're going to get, and whether they can learn the offense and the defense, because both of them aren't real simple, especially the offense. So I think they're probably going to be at a bit more of a disadvantage this year compared to other years, simply because I don't think they'll get the time. So I think that's going to make it doubly hard for them to make the squad. I think Maven's probably the one that's got the most chance, simply because of his versatility as well. So
pedigree and school he attended.
Play, yeah. So he can play a number of spots. So
Brian, I just want to add something right there, though. You know what? I just realized something. If everybody doesn't have any opportunity to really get a good look at player, we can keep these guys one more year on the practice squad. And some of the guys, I'm thinking this is going to be interesting to see, because they've got a lot of guys they've got to cut to get down to 55, but still, you can keep a lot of these guys that were picking up the undrafted free agents. Maybe a couple of guys that they draft. Well, we haven't got that many draftees. The drafted guy, the guys who pick the draft are going to play or stay on the team probably. But otherwise, right? Nobody's going to be looking because they don't know what they're looking at. So, all right.
Yeah. So I think there'd be one or two that if we did put on the practice squad, they've got to clear waivers. So. Maybe one or two of the running backs might get snapped up by other teams, and definitely I think Maven would be. I'm really curious to this quarterback that they picked up. I know he's a Division III player, but he's got huge numbers, and
crazy numbers.
You can really only ride the horse you've got, can't you? So he was only playing in a lesser competition, but he was very dominant. So they've got to work out what they're doing with the three existing quarterbacks, and
this is the year too. Let's stop fooling around with this. Yeah.
But hopefully he can make the practice squad because, he could develop into something. He's got a bit of height about him, and he doesn't throw many interceptions, and he completes a lot. He's got a fairly high completion percentage through college, and he got better every year too. So he's an interesting project player.
Yeah, I want to know who his receivers were. That's going to be because he's going to pick up probably a higher quality receiver than he had in school. That will also add to his effectiveness, I got a feeling. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with him and how far he gets.
Yeah, I think, like I say, they've got to make a decision what they're going to do with CJ. and hopefully this other guy gets a bit of a run on the practice squad. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. I think the only avenue that have really got to make the side of some of these guys that are coming back off serious injuries don't pull up. You got Hurd and Taylor. Like, Taylor hasn't played this. He missed the whole season. Hurd missed the whole season. So
poor Trent.
And McKinnon, McKinnon, he's hasn't played for 2 years. So
what do you look
really
like after 2 years of not playing? Right? Everybody's curious about that.
So,
God.
Yeah. So
we're gonna see.
So it'll be a bit of suck it and see, and just see how much practice they get. But at this stage, I think maybe it might be the only one, the realistic possibility. So,
Brian, it's really scary too. If talking about canceling college football season if things don't improve, what happens to the draft? This ripple effect. What happens to the draft next year?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah,
scary.
So the situation's not improving over there, Ron?
There's some places it's flattening out to some degree. It's heading south as far as bad. It's getting better, but it just you can't get 2 weeks, solid weeks of solid drop. It's plateaued.
Yeah, right.
Dang it. Okay, yeah. You know what? It's got to get better, Brian. Soon. Oh man, we're gonna see.
Yeah, we're a bit lucky. We're a bit lucky here because we're starting to think about lifting restrictions, and we've got it pretty much under control, which is a really good thing. But obviously, we don't have the population base of the US. So,
but the good thing is, it sounds as if it is possible to get it under control because it's crazy. All right, Brian. Yeah. We're gonna go. Right. And now that you're back, if you get a chance, get back here tomorrow, will you? Look for you.
No worries.
All right, Brian.
Good to talk to you, mate.
Same here, fam.
Okay. Cheers.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah. Hey, Rick.
What's good, man?
Rick, man, I'm telling you, it's fun to watch the UDFAs. I mean, can you imagine being a UDFA coming to the 49ers? If I could have went to Rams, Giants, did I say the Rams?
Trash. Straight
if I
garbage.
Go to a garbage team, were they doing nothing? They got rid of all their stars. They got no money. I say, listen, you guys get me for cheap. $1 million. And you ain't even got $1 million? And then I got to go,
Right.
But, Rick, what do you think? UDFAs, who makes this, man? Some of these guys are good. And probably in some years.
Bro, I'm all right. The first one I'm saying, like everybody said, Jared Maiden from Alabama. I got him making it. I have DeMarcus AC. I have Jermichael Hasty. And I'm still saying Chris Finke. I know we're all hoping for.
I like him.
I know we're all hoping for Trent Taylor to come back, but at this point, dude, it's like, look, you're gonna have to show me now. I understand last year you were having the best camp of anybody, but I just believe you can't keep having surgery after surgery after surgery and not lose something with it, because this is like his 5th surgery or whatever the case may be. So I think after a while, I mean, at this point, we coming in with young guys who are hungry. Who they call him the slippery fox, Chris Finke, man. Look, everybody's hungry, and if anybody on the squad that's going to be lazy and just think that your spot is secure, then you'll get
that.
You'll get taken out. You will get taken out because not only do they understand that the 49ers are a great team, but a team that's with Super Bowl aspirations and a team that can win it all. So, of course, why would they not want to be on the squad? They're just coming into the league and be like, hey, I'm one of the reasons why we got over the hump from last year. So they're going to come in to camp hungry. Now, just to flip it for a minute, you know what the best thing I'm so excited about, honestly? Right. Trent Williams versus Nick Bosa. Every day, you're going to get the best of Nick Bosa versus everybody else and the best of Trent Williams versus everybody else, because you got the best of the best going against each other every day.
You must have heard what Joe Staley said about Nick. Most toughest. He's a 13-year veteran. Said one of the toughest I've ever faced. So wow, that's sick.
Dude, dude, and just so the thing about it is all respect to Joe Staley, I do think we kind of upgraded a little bit with Trent Taylor. I mean, with Trent Williams. So I just think this year, oh my God, dude, I'm like so excited. I'm ready for the season to get started. Everybody keep your social distancing, stay safe and everything. But I'm ready.
This. Come on.
I'm ready for the season because I think 2020 is our year, man. I think the revenge tour is real. We're going to smash everybody. I think our offense is going to be even better than it was last year. You're going to see more. You'll see more innovation from Kyle Shanahan in the passing game. You're going to see Jimmy G. Because I think Jimmy G, this is going to be even better with some of his ball placement versus last year. And just, I mean, I think everything is going to be amazing, man. Like amazing.
It'll be easy to see because I'm telling you right now, you've already proved that offensive line. Jimmy G's already had a full year with Kyle Shanahan after that ACL injury. Wide receivers know their jobs really clearly now. You're going to see anything. We just got to get Ayuk up to speed. But George, Trent Taylor, if he stays, he's going to be fine. George, Trent, Kendrick. I mean, these guys know what's up.
Debo, Hurd, and Jawan and Jawan Jennings.
I'm looking for them to be a little slower because there's no preseason training program. But that's where we have an advantage, Rick. We got guys that have been in the system with Kyle and Jimmy for the last 2-3 years. They're ready to roll now. Ain't no more guessing around. Ain't no more problem with this. Ooh, coach, I counted wrong. I took a left and I took a right. Yeah, thank you. I don't have to tell you. All right. So, they're going to get this stuff. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without question, man. Without question. And I'm pretty sure it wouldn't surprise me if some of the wide receiver guys are already starting to do workouts, even if it's virtual via Zoom, whatever. Or Jimmy's like, hey, man, hey, guys, let's get to a secret location and start working out. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got the playbooks, whatever. So, it's just like we're going to hit all systems go, man. All gas, no brakes, man.
Hey, you're outside. Wide receivers can work. We ain't 6 feet apart. We ain't got to be standing next to each other.
Right.
Just get out there and work out. Get that stuff down. Get that timing. So
get the timing down, man.
It is. All right. Hey, Rick, good stuff, fam. Let me see you tomorrow night for Raw, all right?
Absolutely. Everybody stay safe. Stay distant. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. And everything, we're going to get through this together. Night of Empire, Night of Faithful. You all have a good night, man.
To Rick. Night, fam.
All right. Bye.
Man. Let's go check and see if Flossie B is. Hey, Flossie, are you ready, Flossie?
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Flossie, you was eating. We were looking for you a few minutes ago, and you must have been in the middle of a cornbread and pig-eared sandwich. Just one of my favorites. And don't forget the hot sauce. Hey, Flossie, man, looking at the UDFAs, and man, you gotta. My heart reaches out to them. They're in a situation where, wow, man, y'all got a hard road to hoe. So but there's gonna be some guys I do think that make the squad, and maybe the majority of them stay with the 49ers in a practice squad situation. So, what are you thinking?
I mean, man, from what I see everybody got potential to really actually make it. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some tough cuts, like it always be. But of course, the defensive back from Alabama, I think he's gonna make it like everybody else. Yeah, Hayden, he gonna make it. Hastings, he got a shot. You know what I'm saying? He was nice.
Hastings,
he got a shot. Yeah. I can't count him out. Yeah, I can't count him out, but
did
the other one there, he probably don't make it.
Did you watch film on him though yet? Because I watched.
Yeah, I watched both.
I watched film on him. He looks like like Will's a dog is in that dude, man. But he's got to be careful against smaller, good route running receivers. Now that means you don't want to see him up against a guy like Jerry Jeudy or somebody like that. So, but we got guys that run around pretty good. Can you put Trent Taylor on him? If he can hang with Trent at least a little, they say he has a problem with quick, shifty receivers.
Yeah, he seems like he got more wiggle, a little bit more wiggle than Trent Taylor, just a little bit. They play similar though, real similar.
No,
So,
no, I'm
man.
talking about AC. I'm talking about the cornerback. Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay. AC. Okay, I was talking about
Yeah, I'm
Lincoln.
talking about. Finky.
Finky.
Finky's really something fun to watch. If they keep him in the practice squad and something happens to Trent, I think Finky would step in seamlessly. He is Trent's clone. Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. He played
very
real similar to Trent.
I'm
But
worried
AC,
about
yeah,
AC.
that boy nice too. That boy nice.
Yeah.
That boy nice. I'm liking him. I think he got a potential to take somebody's spot.
Yeah, I got to watch this film again.
I don't know.
Dre pointed out that he has a problem with smaller, shiftier receivers. But, your smaller, shiftier receivers are usually in the slot. We'll see.
Yeah, so I take a little coaching, a little technique. So, then we play zone too a lot, Ronbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We play man to man sometimes, but we play
yeah.
zone a lot too. So
We fall man to man on certain plays. Though, Kello, what you do is, remember how Spoon used to get worked on certain plays? They would run the play. As soon as they saw Spoon was vulnerable and the 49ers wasn't going to pull him, they would run that play 3, 4 times in a row. I'd get so mad. Salah, will you, Robert Salah's my dude, too. Get him off the field. Can't you see he's frazzled? Because when your corner loses confidence, the offense is going to work him. They're going to work him. And that's going to scare him and freak him out even more. Bring him in, settle him down. Don't just sit there and watch that happen. I wish they would. You know what? They're learning, though. Well, go ahead, Floss. I'm sorry. I get mad every time. Okay.
Nah, you saying some real stuff, man. You just can't watch. You just can't watch our corners. Just get torched like that. But at the same token, that's how they. I guess that's how they learn. You know what I'm saying?
But learn
by
in
getting
practice.
beat, I guess.
Not the game.
You ain't never lie. Ain't never lie. Not in the Super Bowl and shit like that. You ain't never lie,
It's in practice, man.
I'll
have him out there. It's till nighttime, dark. Ain't no lights or nothing. Keller, we're going to get this right today. When he zigs, you're zagging. It ain't working, all right? Do it again. Coach, I never have to guard no slot people like Trent Taylor. That's why if you can guard Trent, you can guard anybody. You know what's funny? You seen that movie, Volleyball? Remember when the dude stopped throwing balls? He started throwing wrenches at them dudes, said, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a volleyball.
Ain't never lying.
I was laying on the floor in tears. I couldn't stop laughing. He's right. So you make it really difficult.
I like the linebacker too, though, Ronbo. Every linebacker, he nice too. You know what I'm saying? We need linebacker depth. I'm tired of like the Skulls, or not Justin Skull, but the Skull or SKOL. I forgot he played linebacker for us, I believe. He was all right. He was a nice special teams, but I'd be liking somebody that's gonna come in there that's gonna be like a starter. You know what I'm saying? I think the linebacker that we got.
This kid you're talking about, he's 6'4". He's got good in coverage. He's got INTs. He is good. He really is good.
Yeah. So a lot of the defenses, they're gonna for sure make it. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a real nice shot to make it, like real talk.
Tell you, it's gonna be interesting.
That boy nice.
Yeah. Flossie.
He nice. He aggressive.
All right, fam. As usual.
Sir.
I'm gonna look for you tomorrow night. All right.
Yes, sir, man. I hope y'all have a good night, man. Stay safe from this corona, man. We're gonna make it, man. So, Empire, man, stand up, man. We're on our way.
All right, fam. I agree. All right. Night, Flossie.
All right, man. Have a good night. Yes, sir.
Oh, God. Hey, Jacob, did I say volleyball? I thought I said dodgeball. Anyway, oh, my bad. I just got confirmed. Yeah, dodgeball. Volleyball's that thing you play with the ball hanging off the chain.
I know what you meant, Ronbo.
Yeah. John! Come on in, man.
Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
I tell you, I'm really glad we're from the outside looking in, and these poor guys on the UDFAs coming into a team like the 49ers. Man, you got to have some really big will to not just mentally give up, John. But then this is a test of character. I bet you a lot of these guys got a lot of heart, though. I know Maton makes this team because he even chose the 49ers. And what do you think?
I think the running back, Ahmed, what's his name? Salvin
Ahmed, yeah.
I mean, they gave that dude, They gave him a 3-year contract. I don't think they're going to put him on the practice squad for that. I think they have plans for that dude.
Or else they give it to him so that nobody's going to pick it up.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that cornerback though. AC, how you ever say his name?
Yeah,
I'm not crazy about him, man. I've watched some film on him. I'm not too crazy about him. He's behind a few steps on some bigger body. I watched the Missouri South Carolina game, and I really was not impressed by him. He actually let a few get by. So I don't know that he's going to quite make it, but I don't know. You never know. You never know. I don't know. You could develop in an NFL team, but he's a little concerning. I don't know that he's gonna excel, but I'm not too sure about the rest of them, Ronbo. I haven't really done a lot of homework on him. I mean, do you have anybody that stands out for you that you like a lot?
Some of them are exciting because, like you, I hadn't looked until the other day. I could watch Finke play all day. I like those kind of receivers.
Yeah,
Finke is like lightning in a bottle. My God, I can't imagine trying to cover him. From a secondary, to play secondary, I can't imagine trying to deal with him. I'd be measuring him. Coach would be getting, all right, Ronbo, you got to play up on him. Jesus Christ, how many? He's smoked over it. Be one of those kind of things because if you play up on him, you're going to get killed. So, it's funny to watch what's going on out there with him. Also, that you just mentioned Salvon. Wow, man, that dude hits a hole. He's out of here.
Yeah, that dude. See, Ronbo, we are looking for a guy that's north. Remember we discussed the north and south running backs? Remember how we said we want a guy that can run straight through? We want to see a guy go right through. He hit his
Don't be dancing in the hole.
Through.
Yeah.
Don't be dancing and don't be doing stupid stuff because you're gonna get it knocked out. We just want you to take off and go straight, just straight right through. Gain 5 yards. I don't care. This kid's got a step, man. He can step off the left foot, right foot. He's quick, so explosion. I'm excited for that, and I think they know what they're getting in him. I truly do. Quarterbacks, Ronbo, if you're not a top corner in the Big Ten, I'm not too crazy about you. You know what I mean? The SEC's got some studs, but they're, you know what I mean? Like they're there, but they're not going to blow the lights out.
And they're going to get beat because kids from the other conferences who would have dominated him are coming to the NFL. So what happens when he gets there? They're going to beat him up.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
We're going to see because he's going to get a chance.
I don't have a lot, brother. I don't have a lot.
No, but what you do is fun stuff. There's probably going to be more tomorrow as things develop. Since they're going to get right into things now. But the UDFAs are the guys that are on the hot seat right now. And then you look at, John, you look at the guys that may be marginal. So you look at AC, and sometimes what a player does in college doesn't necessarily mean he's going to look the same. So you look at AC and you look at Akello, and will Akello be motivated? He's got the talent, John. We saw it at the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
And to only watch it go back, he regressed in the course of a year at a point in time in his career when he should be excelling, right? I don't get that. So I think the foot was still hurting.
Kyle's system is tough, Ronbo. Kyle's system is tough. And it breaks a man. It can break a man. I know it can. I don't know what Dante's excuse is, so we're not going to go there. But with Akello, he's going to beat out any unrestricted. He's going to beat any of these guys out. I know Akello's got it. He's going to come out. This system is tough, Ronbo. You've said it forever. Kyle's system takes a while to learn. And again, when you make a mistake, he makes you pay. And you question your abilities after that. He makes you
confidence.
Really reconsider. Are you capable of being a cornerback on my team in this NFC West? Can you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, it resonated with Akello, and he doesn't know if he could hang. Now, he's had plenty of time to think about it. Boy, you just missed out on a Super Bowl, so you better come back and prepare, man. And I feel bad for those guys that didn't get a chance to show what they got, but they put themselves in that position.
A healthy scratch for the Super Bowl.
Better.
That's a bad thing. Yeah, I agree.
Sure. Who wants to dress up and not be there? You're there, but you're not there. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can see me. All right, John. Great stuff.
All right, Ronbo.
I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Appreciate you.
Yeah, brother. Hopefully, I got a little bit more for you. But
All right,
hey,
no,
always
that's
a pleasure,
fine.
Ronbo. Thank you for everything you do, brother.
And thank you. Night, John.
All right, my man. Good night. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Looks like I got called out. I said, what I keep calling it wrong. It's the ball is tetherball. Okay. Volleyball is, all right. And dodgeball is jumping around trying to keep from getting hit with the ball. And, okay, so volleyball, we just got that out. Tetherball, we know hanging off the pole. It's dodgeball, tetherball, volleyball. Yeah, that's 3. Okay. Those are all those games that you played if you didn't want to play the 3 major sports: baseball, football, and basketball. Hey, it's Shelly.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
You know, we're sitting here and feeling sorry for the UDFAs that have got an uphill climb that you can't even see the top of the mountain unless you're Salvon, Ahmed, Jared Maiden, possibly that linebacker. I should keep their names out here because I haven't memorized them yet. There's about 3 guys that got a shot. And then you got Hockett that you could put on the practice squad because he looks just like George Kittle's nephew. Or should I say his younger brother? Because, man, I'm watching Hockett. I said, look at Hockett, man. He does, everything he does is like juice. But anyway, what we want to know tonight from you, Mr. Leo, is what do you think about the UDFAs? Who's your favorite if you have any?
I just wanted to tell you a red rifle appeared in Dallas.
Here's a water gun.
How about them cowgirls? How about them lambs? How about them seacocks? And last but not least, how about them Oakland, Las Vegas Raider Joes?
Oh, God. We got to join these years, Shalio, of picking on these other teams because they're all beneath us. I mean, you know, they can't even – if we go to a party of A-listers, yeah, they can't come in. I mean, we got –
You know, what's funny is Red Rifle's about to replace Dak Prescott over there.
You should call it the red water gun. Yeah, he's just a water pistol. You know, because the thing is, he was done in Cincinnati. But you're right. Jerry Jones, I hope he toys with Dak for weeks. And Dak calls it, hey, Jerry, what are you doing? Why do you ask? Well, are you going to give me a contract? I don't know. Do you want a contract? Well, yeah. Jerry, how much did you pay? $7 million? Have you got enough for me? Doesn't look like I got enough. If I had enough for you, I would have called you in by now.
If you don't throw a party, then I'll probably give you that money.
Okay. Yeah, so now, man, you got to do a whole program one time of just knocking the teams we think are jokes. Look, I got to talk to you about that. I really got to.
Hey, Ronbo,
give me some
Niner football.
Yes. Dak! Go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, so we need to get that safety, man. That guy's good, man.
Hey, but we do.
I hope he competes with Jimmy Ward, takes Jimmy Ward's spot, man. That guy's good.
Oh, come on, Shalil, not my guy, Jimmy. Okay, you know what? Next year, Kwaski's contract actually expires. Maybe, you know, because Marcel Harris is good, but I don't know if he's just not really a ball hawk. He makes a lot of mistakes. He may be getting better, though. I don't want to say anything bad about him. But we still probably could use him as a safety, though. Jimmy could get hurt, though, I guess. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's a solid player. Looking from the highlights, he's really good. Hardly gets injured like, some people that drink milk and start hurting and saying, my neck and my back.
My back and my neck.
And my neck. And you know what? We need to get rid of Dante Pettis. We got a lot of receivers coming in. Solomon Thomas, he's a bust. Come on, man. How long are we going to wait? How long?
As long as it takes to get a trade. They might be trying to work a deal for Tolliman all the time. They just can't get one.
They declined his option, right?
Yeah. Long ago, too. Before they recently started making news out of it, too. Yeah.
Right. So
Hey, Gerard, I like Jaworski. I mean, it's about money. Okay, that's all I'm talking about. Nothing more. He's good. No, he is. All right, sorry, Shalil, go ahead.
But no, you know what? I think the team looks really good. Just need to fill in some wide receiver positions. You know, I just don't think Dante Pettis is good. I really don't. If someone doesn't play in the Super Bowl, then you wonder what could have been. If Dante Pettis was playing in that, if it was instead of Emmanuel Sanders and Dante was in that position, he would have caught that ball. But, you know, he wasn't there. So
he's on the sidelines watching the game.
He's playing with cats. He's being a kitty cat. He's making cookies. Man. He's not even in the gym. You know, I see Catcher Ward and, you know, K1. They're training.
Oh, yeah. They showed you the training, too. Man, dude's like absolute beast. Oh, man. Yeah, we got to get Dante a dog. I don't want the dog to be so bad that you just open the door and let the dog into Dante's house and put a note on him.
You need a lion. You got to give him one of those big cats. He needs a lion.
Well, either that, yeah. Who is that that's always – is that Shaq that's always buying big cats? No, I don't, you know what? It's cruel. I don't want big cats. Let big cats stay out in the wild. Leave them. I like big cats. Don't bring them into domestic surroundings, you know, where they're not being cats. Bring in a big dog. And Shalil, make him one of them bad dogs that as soon as you give him to Shalil, okay, Dante, we got your new dog. As soon as you put the leash in Dante's head, the dog, is this dog trained?
Dante will get scared. He'll be like,
Dante, no, he's not. Dante, no, he's not trained. You have got to show him who's the boss.
Then you see Dante Pettis running, man. He'll be out. Who brought the lion? I'm gonna go make cookies.
Shalil, man, you bring the comedy, man. I started acting crazy. So, hey, let me see you tomorrow, though. And let's continue, okay?
Shout out to the Niner Empire. Thank you for the platform, Ronbo. You have a good night. Wash your hands and hit those likes. Later.
Thanks, Leo. Night. Hey, well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show! Come on in, man.
Yes, sir. How are you tonight, Ronbo?
Show. Doing great. In fact, I felt better after you made me feel. I didn't know what was going on with Corey and Corey D. And then he still had good yardage. But like you said, when you've got Mariota for your quarterback, what if you got a better quarterback? So I feel good about my pick now.
He had to deal with Mariota's mediocre ass and quarterback switch with Daniels. So, I mean, he's still good. He's very talented. I mean,
in Shanahan's system, it'd be fun to watch. But go ahead.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But as far as the undrafted, I'm going to get to the draft really quick before I get to the UDFAs really quick. You know, a lot of us had us taking either Lamb, Ruggs, or Judy with the 13th pick. And a majority of us thought that was what was going to happen, and apparently that didn't happen.
Yep.
And we just pretty much got the order wrong, and where a lot of us had us taking a defensive tackle later with a later pick. Including myself, I had us taking a defensive tackle in the later rounds when I traded out of that 31st pick, and that unfortunately wasn't the case. But it is what it is. And as far as the undrafted free agents go, I have 3 candidates making the team. Hookett, Maiden, and Hasty are making this team. I don't know. I've never seen us select a fullback in as far as undrafted free agents goes. The only concern I have with that is, are they going to pay Kyle Juszczyk next year, or are they going to let him walk? Because we still have to pay Kittle. Keep in mind, and right now we only have $16.6 million in cap space.
And so the 49ers are thinking the same way. They're thinking the same way. So you want to build this kid up and get him strong. He's got to gain some size. He's a little too thin. Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a feeling that he might be Juice's heir apparent, as painful as that is to say, and how much of a weapon Juice has been in our offense.
God, I don't want that.
But we have to pay Kittle. We have to. That's the bottom line. So
yeah. I wish they'd get it done now.
Yeah.
You might be able to get. You could give Juice a 1-year contract next year, maybe.
Yeah, unless he takes a pay cut, I don't see him paying the amount of money he's going to be asking for, and I think he's going to be a hot commodity going into free agency.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't give him a 1-year deal unless he just wants to stay.
So
that's true.
Yeah, definitely. And as far as Hasty goes, I know Ahmad's making this team after I saw they give him a 3-year deal. As far as Hasty goes, I can see him beating out Jeff Wilson.
Yeah.
Because I think Ahmad's taking the spot.
Yeah.
Hasty, I don't want. I know you like to hear that, but I think Hasty does a lot better things than Jeff Wilson does. Hasty catches the ball out of the backfield like McKinnon, and is a route runner like McKinnon, and he's got that. He's built pretty solid too, and he's pretty quick.
And he blocks well. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Kyle loves with his players is for them to be able to block. So.
And protect the quarterback. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I've still got the problem that you've always told everybody to stop doing. Don't fall in love with these players because we're going to move them around. So a lot of it's still a problem.
It is about the 49ers. It's not about players. Players come and go. Even Joe Montana said that. Stop thinking about the past and stop always talking about me. Like he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that. Move forward. He doesn't like people talking about him all the time in his past. He goes, stop doing that.
Well,
you
share a lot of emotional moments with these guys, and you get attached whether you want to be or not. It's just that hard to get over that stuff. Because you don't.
And the
if
guy
you're in front office of business, then. But go ahead. Sorry.
I think Pink. What's his name? Pinky. Is going to make the practice squad just in case if Trent Taylor gets injured again, and he'll be pulled out, like you said, to fill his role. Because they share similar skill sets. So. Pinky and Taylor, yeah.
What's that guy the Cowboys used to have that they sent to Buffalo?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Anyway, when teams have that kind of receiver, it just wrecks a defense. That's why I like.
He's a white boy, right?
Yeah, long blonde hair.
Receiver you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
He became Dak's favorite target. And you got to have – your quarterback needs that kind of a safety net. No matter what kind of play we're going, if I look up, I know Trent's free because nobody's going to cover him or nobody's going to be able to. See, I want to make my big play, but as I'm going through my progressions, one guy I know, I got my check down and my running back and I got Trent. Whatever else, I'm going for the big one. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's kind of all I had tonight as far as the draft free agents goes.
All right.
And I'm so looking forward to the draft next year and being it back to normal. Hopefully, the only sucky thing about it is it's in Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, who the hell goes to Cleveland, Ohio? No offense to anybody who lives in Cleveland, but come on.
I don't know.
You could have picked up a better city to put the draft in.
Yeah, John's living in Cleveland. So actually, it's a beautiful city. It's just the franchises, the Browns and the Indians. I mean, they struggle, but other than that, it's a nice city.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not a major tourist attraction or anything like that.
Yeah. For you anyway, Phil. We gotta go.
Yeah, I wish they would have moved Vegas back to next year's draft instead of 2022.
Well, you might like Cleveland. We're out of time, so let me see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, for sure. Shout out to TNT fam. Y'all stay safe. Good night.
Thanks, Gil. Right. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's in Cleveland. Cleveland's not a bad. I've seen shots of Cleveland. I think we drove through there once. Cleveland's all right. Hey, Ellis!
Yo, what's going on, family?
Ellis, man, we're looking tonight at UDFAs. And the incredible task ahead of those guys, it's almost like a bad thing. If you're at UDFA and it's, all right, so the 49ers are calling me, damn, should I go? I mean, I've got to think about it because, if I'm a football player, Ellis, as good as I might think I am, I'm looking at that team, damn, I'm a defensive lineman, what am I going to do? Anyway, But what do you think, Ellis, about the UDFAs? Who's your favorite guys? If you've had a chance to look at them, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I did. I didn't get a chance to see tape on everybody. I think that I don't know. It sounds like that Finky kid's getting some attention because his route running. But I mean, that sounds good. I'm with anybody that's going to improve the team. You know, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit who they are. I'm not biased whatsoever. But you know that I will say, like I was talking about the other day, almost 5,000 yards passing, all those touchdowns, and I think he only had like maybe 4 interceptions or something like that. That quarterback, Brock Rudder, man, I'm telling you, we'll be surprised. We'll be hearing about him though. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to get excited just yet. But how do you to dominate like that and have those kind of stats, for 2019, man, is incredible to say the least. I don't care if it's D3.
Did you see any film on him? I was looking for film on him. I see 2 clips. They were mostly like conversation and a little bit of play, but I couldn't get a real grasp of his skill set. I'm gonna have to. Because I don't like to watch whole game because I don't have time. Right? I may have to do it though.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely do that. I've been just trying to get out a little bit more, so I hadn't been able to really look at all that stuff. But I did watch tape on Salvon Ahmed and Jermichael Hasty, and I think both of those boys, we already got Salvon Ahmed, with the 3-year contract, so clearly he's going to be, incorporated into the offense. So I'm excited about him. I like what I seen him doing for Washington. And Jermichael Hasty, he was going off on Baylor, playing for Baylor. So I like what he was doing too. And he played with Denzel, Mims and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They had a nice little squad there. So I'm impressed to see him as a running back. I just don't know if he's going to be able to take anybody's spot. But some of these guys may be willing to be on the team and to practice, be on the practice squad temporarily, just because you can never be too sure with the injuries and stuff. And spots get filled quick, and we need guys, and that'll make it a lot easier for us to not have to go out and really seek or search for anybody. We already got these guys getting incorporated with the offense and familiar with the team as a whole. So if some are willing to stick around, which, it may not be possible because that talent, when people see we picked up guys like that, that's why they went and took that tight end that we had, playing on the practice squad. We hadn't retained him. And, that's why he got snatched up. But, Jermichael Hasty, Salvon Ahmed, that Brock Ware looks good. The 2 corners, the guy from Missouri, he looked like he was doing good, man. I don't know. It's, I guess it's different from the NFL level. So a lot of these guys are going to have to pick up, their intensity and their consistency and learn how things go. With that NFL speed, it's totally different. You can see that clearly. So as long as they're willing to rise to the occasion, I feel at least 4 out of those, 4 or 5 out of those 9 guys will be able to be on the squad. I'm not sure who's going to be able to, dress and, suit up on a day-to-day, but Salvon Ahmed looks like he'll be ready into the, rotation. Maybe they're getting like some kind of feelings of him like we did with our boy Matt Breida we just sent away. So I don't know, you know what I mean? We got to see what happens. But he looked good when I was watching film on him, Ronbo. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
and
he makes you that wow.
I'm really excited. We got and we got Trent Taylor, man, and it's for the confidence builder that's going to be for Jimmy. You know what I mean? In the pocket, knowing he's got that kind of protection, and maybe even a little bit more protection on the line, I think that's going to make a major difference. So he's going to even have an even greater year than he did last year, because statistically he still had a great stats. You know what I mean? He was in the the top QB. Was it the winning percentage or some stuff like that? He did really well. You know what I mean? No matter what little mistakes that he did make, he still did. And I was critical of Jimmy at first, just because of the expectations and stuff. And at the NFL level, it's just certain things that when you're a player, when you played, it's like, nah, man, you gotta, but it's him coming from where he did with that injury and being able to stand on his 2 feet and take those hits and rise to the occasion. Even against all odds, you know what I mean? He still was impressive. So you got to give him that, man. You got to give him his just due.
And that was under all that circumstances you just mentioned. Those will be going away this year, along with that finally putting in a full season with Shanahan. That's just gonna make so much of a difference. Finally, took 2 years for that to happen, but it's done. He's ready.
Yeah. And Trent Williams is the highest graded, let me get that correct. Trent Williams is the highest graded left tackle since 2011. He's actually, he's fourth. He's in 4th. And who do you think was in 1st?
That'd be Joe.
our Joe Staley. So
there you go.
Let's not get it twisted, man. I think Joe. I saw something about Joe getting some kind of compensation for like an injury, and that they were going to still put him on like the practice squad or some kind of part of the team, and he'll be like retired. We're keeping him in the chamber. You guys don't even get. This ain't going to be the last of Joe Staley. We're going to see him come out like we had. Was that Sean Coleman or one of those guys that came out of retirement? But we're going to have Joe. He's going to come back and play, and we're going to get a ring. We're going to get him a ring on his finger with the rest of us. You know what I mean?
That'd be a great storybook ending too. Alice, we got to pull up though.
I'm telling you.
I'll see you
Right
tomorrow.
on, okay? Absolutely.
Appreciate you, fam.
Okay, Ronbo. Shout out to you always. Hey, man, y'all, I want to see them subscribers going up, man. Ronbo, he needs his subscribers as well. Yes. We like the likes and the shares, man, but we need those subscribers, y'all. You know, if you're on here and you're not subscribed to the Ronbo Sports, then you got to come see me, man. You heard? shout out to you, though, Ronbo, as always, family.
Thanks, Ellis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With all respect, family.
All right, fam. Night, Ellis.
Peace.
Oh, yeah. Hey, just check out and see what IB's talking about. IB!
Ronbo. What's going on?
Man, we are check it out, the UDFAs, man. These guys, they got a job. I mean, can you imagine going to bed at night? You laying up there, man. Damn. I could have went anywhere but here. Man, these dudes, man. I guess I'm just going to be here for a couple of months and they got to move on. Ain't no point in trying to get no lease on no apartment. I mean, but you know what? You got to be confident, right? You cannot believe anything more than I got this. But still, I'm thinking, wow, man, how am I going to beat out George Kittle? I'm a tight end.
Man, listen, I mean, we a Super Bowl team, so the likeliness of anybody making this team is very slim. Yes. But I want to say shout out to you for having Jared, on for the interview yesterday. That was real dope, man. And like he said, man, he had a choice. He made a decision to go to the 49ers because of the legacy, because of the dynasty, because of everything that we represent. So,
actually, we got order and everything. We got a structure. I mean, all those things that the Dallas Cowboys don't have. The Raiders, the Rams, all those things that we don't appreciate. Some of them called because he said there was some Super Bowl, had an ace Super Bowl or something like that. I knew exactly who he was talking about. Pete Carroll called him. IB, guarantee you.
I mean, I like a lot of these guys, man. I think the running backs are definitely enticing. There's something that we can do with that, with both of those guys. A couple of the receivers and, this kid, nobody's speaking on it. It's crazy. He's a tight end, but he was converted from tight end to defensive end as well. For Arkansas, that Chase Harrell kid, 6'4", 260, dude runs a 4.4, 4.47. So if he does convert back to defensive line, which they're thinking about, man, then we got that speed. We got that Tuska factor that we was looking for in the draft. So you never know what these guys are looking at in some of these players. You know what I'm saying? Jonas Griffin, he's more, I think, of a special teams type player, but the dude pushed up 20 reps on that bar quick, and he runs a 4.6. So he's a inside linebacker, I think.
Yeah.
And,
we got two, don't we? I mean, one of them is tall, 6'4", quick as can be.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Is that Jonas?
No. I think that's who's that?
A Missouri linebacker safety, Ronell Perkins.
Yeah, I don't know if he signed though. I think we only
we didn't. Perkins is just what somebody was looking at. Jonas Griffin is fast, and he's very productive.
He's got potential.
Yeah.
He's got potential.
That's why I think the 49ers get people on the practice squad. I mean, not practice, but he's going to be a special teams player, if nothing else. That dude's an animal.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about, though, Ronbo. Not only the practice squad, but I want to name a couple players, man, a couple spots, realistically. Like, is Jason Verrett really coming back? You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about him.
Is Travis Benjamin really coming back?
Ain't nobody taking it serious?
Can we afford to bring back CJ Beathard for another year?
No.
We're a Super Bowl team. We have our identity. We have to move forward. I love CJ. He's going to be a great player, but we have to move forward. What about Daniel Heim? We got a couple tight ends and fullbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, this fullback we picked up, man, that Josh Hockett kid,
he's kind of
man,
put some weight on him.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, he's
so. Can we afford to bring back Mark Nazacha if we can afford to bring back one of those kids? What about Kentavious Street? I mean, the list goes on, Sean. You know what I'm saying? It's like 8 players that we really can get. Why are we saying no? We can't bring these guys back. Realistically, we're a Super Bowl team, and we can build this team properly, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are guys that. They played their role, but we can do better with these young guys that we picked up, man.
I tell you.
And
maybe tomorrow night, everybody should bring your list, because you just bring up names that people kind of forgot about. And if we forgot about them, then they don't need to be here. Because I remember everybody I
don't want to say McKinnon because I want to see what McKinnon can do. That's why the running backs is enticing, but I truly believe this young man's going to come back better this year.
McKinnon?
And if he does, man, yeah. And as far as the Brock Rudder kid, I saw a little clip on him today. The kid threw 135 touchdowns, man.
In
in his career.
Just a handful of INTs, yes.
14,000 yards passing, man. But the thing is, I didn't like the velocity on his passes.
I
Ronbo.
didn't either. I saw that ball floating out there.
You went back home, and you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I didn't like about the kid. Other than that, I mean, but realistically, we got to think about it. Are we going to bring back CJ?
We got to go right now, fam. You know what? I think this may be a subject to talk about tomorrow. Who's on your cut list and why? So.
Yeah, we'll be here. Appreciate you as always, Ronbo.
Thanks,
my guy.
Night, fam.
All right. Yep.
And Salvador.
Hello.
Salvador. Right here, man.
You hear me pretty good?
Yeah, well, it's kind of strange. You sound like R2-D2.
Let me take off this because I was trying to do that.
Yeah, I can tell you, remote devices, for some reason, it comes across like that. I'm not sure why. Let's see if Sal makes the adjustment here.
Yeah, I just put it on my regular head on my phone.
Yeah, it's I'm not sure why that happens. But anyway, Sal, you already know what we're talking about by now, probably. We're talking about UDFAs. And
man.
Who impresses us so far? Who's going to make this team?
Well, first of all, I want to give a big shout-out to the Bulldog. Bulldog bred, Clovis, California native, Josh Hockett.
Yes. I forgot Sal's in Fresno.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this man, he's not only from Fresno State, he was born in like a little suburb here in Fresno, too.
So
Clovis,
he's from Fresno, too.
Yeah,
all right.
So he's a native, man. He walks the same grounds I do.
All right.
So, man, it's pretty cool. He's an athlete at, dual sport athlete at D1.
Wrestler and
cool.
a good one.
Yeah, he didn't get to wrestle this year because I guess they canceled it.
Well, yeah.
Because of the whole virus. So yeah, I mean, he could have even placed even better than what he placed last year. So I mean, hopefully he makes the team. He's a good running back. I was thinking more he could work as a. Hopefully his physicality can get him like a little tight end spot, a little tight end fullback gig.
Okay.
Because he's not just a runner. His numbers might be his touchdowns are good. That's because he was goal line back. He wasn't really like the first down, second down back.
Yeah, but he runs. That dude can run routes. Yeah. He can catch the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Juice Jr., man. He does everything Juice does, and
that's what I'm saying. Like
style.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it feels good that a lot of people are giving him props. Everybody's noticing him. But all the 49ers, man. Whoever is in charge of doing the undrafted players and signings,
they did a good job, didn't they?
Our front office, our coaches, they do an amazing fucking job. From year one, we got Matt Breida, Kendrick Bourne. Who else was it undrafted?
Mosley.
I think. Mosley was on there.
Nick.
Yeah, our scouting team, they're just good because Elijah Lee came on the team. We picked him up off of the streets. We stacked the team with these players, and later on in the year, we flip them for picks. Look what happened with Matt Breida. He was a big part of the Trent Williams trade, wasn't he? Wasn't his fifth rounder
right? He went to Miami, but
I think we used that fifth though for something.
Maneuvering.
Well, we used it to draft. Yeah, we used them to. Okay, what I'm saying is we're using these undrafted players for capital years later. Same thing might happen with Kendrick Bourne this year too. Competition's coming, Ronbo. Chris Finke,
that's gonna be rough.
He's clean.
Chris Finke
he's good on punt return.
Yeah, but Chris is mostly going to be a slot receiver. But there could be. He's definitely going to be in the practice squad. He ain't leaving, because if something goes wrong, oh man, Trent Taylor, he's the guy he's got to be concerned. So,
I also like Maven. What's his name?
Oh, Maiden. Oh yeah, he goes he's a good ball
He's very versatile. What do you think? What do you think he fits in mostly on our team?
The thing is, he could play safety because he showed that at Bama. He played corner before he played safety. He just did that for Saban. He's talented DB, period. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe they're going to try him at outside corner. If he has because he has the frame of a corner, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Like 6 feet?
He's 205,
okay.
6 foot 205,
he's not, there you go. So if he has that hard-hitting mentality, then they might do that Adrian Colbert experiment reverse.
Yeah.
Wasn't Colbert like a safety?
Yeah.
Turned into a corner?
He's a good ball hawk. That's his thing. His instincts. I got a feeling you cannot teach that. Guys are either good at that or they're not. So.
Also, I think he's better than Dante Johnson, and if he competes.
Come on, Sal.
Why are you laughing, Ronbo?
Everybody's better than Dante Johnson.
I'm looking at the depth chart. I'm looking at the depth chart. Like if he can compete,
you got to start with Dante.
If he can compete with the guys at the bottom, man, I'm all for it. It's pretty cool that you got him on your show too. How'd you do that?
Hey, give credit to all the glory. Give it to Vader. There's a connection, and we tapped into that. Yeah.
Yeah. Good looking Vader. That's pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, Ronbo, I'm gonna let you go tonight. I just wanted to chime in and talk to you. I love talking football with you, like always.
Hey, same here,
I always, just ramble on and just talk about random shit, but it's a good time.
It's always fun though. All right, Sal. Hey, come on back and talk some more random. You know what tomorrow too.
Yeah. All right.
Good night.
Bye.
And let's Mel out in it's always Mel because Mel's near an area where it's but Mel, it's starting to get better though. Tell me it's getting better, Mel, please. Even if just lie to me.
Yeah.
Just let me know it's getting better.
This is almost ground zero out here, man. Out here in Jersey was one of the most saturated places with the corona, but it's definitely getting better. People are out and about.
Oh.
So it's looking good, man.
Yes.
It's looking good out here.
Right. It's good news.
Yep.
Can't
know what time it is when you hear that bang bang?
Yep. It's Mel time.
Shout out to Dion too, man. Me and Dion, we did our first little live show together. I was on his Instagram. Yeah, so that was dope.
Right.
That was dope. And I don't know if he called in early. I just woke up because I'm on my way.
Got to get to work. Yeah, he called in a little earlier. He did.
Okay. Did he give you his final grade for John Lynch?
No, he didn't do that tonight. But I'll ask him about that tomorrow.
We got that.
He was not happy with John 2 weeks ago, so I know.
We had our conversation today, man. Got that up to a B-, man. So
okay.
I'm happy with that. Got it up to a B-. I don't think we can do any better.
That's it, because
Dion
had. I don't even think it was a C. I think it was a D+.
Yeah. Initially it was a C. Yeah, like a D+, and then he went up to a C- after it. But yeah, got him up to a B- today, man.
Good work.
I'm happy. No doubt.
Oh,
but yeah, as far as tonight's topic, I haven't gotten a chance to really study all of these guys as far as their game tape and everything. But one thing that I have noticed and am noticing, it is not going to be a problem with any of these guys coming in feeling defeated, thinking that, all right, well, man, this is a Super Bowl team. How am I going to take George Kittle's spot? All of these guys have that mentality.
Anyway.
They're coming in. I don't care if Joe Montana in his prime, Rice, Ronnie Lott, all of those guys came back into camp. These undrafted free agents are coming in to take their spots, man. So that's what I love about it. I think our organization, our front office learned a lesson from Dante Pettis, where here's a guy, you can have all the ability in the world. If you don't have the heart, then it's just nothing that can be done with it.
There it is.
Like, I know we keep saying the same thing, but the dude he's baking cookies on his 1950s desperate life. What are you doing? He's playing with felines all day. What are you doing, bro? Is that where you get personality from? Like,
show us
so,
post some training tapes up, Dante. Come on, man.
Right.
What are you doing?
So I'm definitely looking at. I think there's going to be a few of these guys who actually succeed at taking spots. Then the rest of them, they're going to be on deck, man, practice squad or whatever, just waiting on their chance. And the best part about that is we already have a bomb squad, and with these guys being right under them, trying to take their spots, that's going to bring the very best out of each and every one of these guys. So even though we already have a bomb squad, these guys are already amazing and phenomenal. They're going to get even better because they're playing for their spots. And they're playing because of what just happened in the beginning of February. That revenge tour mentality is real, bro. It's real. And it trickled down. It trickled down to the guys we drafted. It trickled down to the undrafted free agents. Man, I just can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's about to be a crazy season, Ronbo. The Super Bowl,
can't wait. And I just hope it's not gonna be postponed long. I got a feeling the summer the UV is gonna kill Corona. It may come back later, but we'll be ready for it next time. And the world will return to what it was, somewhat. There's gonna be some changes that are gonna stay permanent though, but still.
And I'll be on that 6-hour flight out to Cali for my yearly tradition that just started last year.
Yeah.
I'll be at the home. Yeah, I'll be at the home opener every single season from now on to the day I die. When I get married, my wife is coming out there with me. When I have kids, they're coming out there. But I will be at every single home opener. That's a fact.
Now, I remember you last year taking photos. And I said, hey, there's Mel. I hadn't talked to you in a long time. There's Mel at the game taking photos with T.O. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's the reason I went out there. He's why I was out there. He's how and why I was on the sideline. You know, because that's when he was inducted into the Niners Hall of Fame. So, you know, shout out to T.O., man. That's the bro. I got to get him on the show one of these days.
Well, I'd love to talk to T.O. That'd be hilarious.
Okay.
We just be having a good
No
time
doubt.
with that. Put you in the same frame. Hey, Mel. All right, fam.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's see you tomorrow.
Bro.
Have a great day at work, and I'll talk to you shortly.
No doubt.
All right, Mel.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Come on. All right, man. I'm down.
And there he is. It's Nighthawk.
What's up?
Nighthawk!
What's going on?
Oh, Nighthawk, man. We're looking at the undrafted free agents and how tough it's going to be to make this team. But just like Mel was just saying, though, they ain't scared. It's just that, wow, what a hard – I mean, this is going to be tough. I mean, there's players from other teams that are already in the NFL that are pretty good. They can't make the 49ers. You got players from the Cowboys. They can't make the Niners. Rams, over half the Rams team couldn't make the practice squad in San Francisco. So, you know, you look around, it's tough. So these guys coming in now, whoa. So, you know, have you looked at those guys yet? Some of the undrafted free agents?
Yeah, but like I said, Pettis, he needs to step up because if Pettis don't, he's gonna be gone.
That's the scary thing about it. I don't know if Pettis is gone or not, no matter how bad he plays. You know, we got him in the second round.
Yeah, but he needs to.
He does, but you just can't throw that in the garbage. The more I think about that, the more I know Kyle is going to keep him.
Yeah, but he got to do something.
I wish. Start
like
by
I said, Trent Williams was a good pick that they picked up. I like Trent Williams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's one of the best. Between him and Joe Staley in his prime versus Trent. Boy, tell you. So we're doing all right.
Yeah,
on
Joe
the
was a
offensive
good.
line.
Yeah, Joe is a good. He's a good player. He told the team ahead of time that what he was going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And he's really happy about the 49ers picking up Trent Williams, too. So it's all good. Yeah. So we'll be okay.
Now, he's a good man because some players don't do that. Or they say, oh, I'm retired now. But at least he told them before the time, Cam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Joe's he's a 49er, represents all the way back 13 years ago. The organization been nothing but good to him. There'd be no reason for him to do anything nasty and inconveniencing the 49ers in any way, and he didn't. So we're doing.
Yeah, I hope
good.
he do. I hope they do bring him back for something.
He'll be. That's true. He will be in some capacity. Somebody pointed out a minute ago? Joe, was that George? Who was that said that? They may put Joe in a position where if they want to activate him, they still can. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because they just gave him some kind of a medical or injury thing release. So if we're going down the stretch and maybe something goes wrong with one of our offensive linemen, hey, get Joe on the phone. He's been resting up all year. I don't care. His neck is probably feeling fine now because, he said he had a neck injury, right? His neck's probably fine now. Get him in a suit now. And Joe Staley on the field back again. But they're gonna have a big ceremony for him. I don't know. He may not come back.
No, but like I said, the guy you talked to last night, I forgot his name.
It's Jared Maiden.
He got. Yeah, I like the way he was talking. He said the reason why he picked Alabama is because that school was more. It's like he said he picked Alabama because it makes you the school the top school you play some good teams.
Yeah. And Alabama's based in a tradition of just turning out good products. When you get there, they're very, very. They're shrewd. Saban is. There's a structure there. They know how to take a player to where he's going to get to his highest potential. Bama's a place where they develop football players that are going to be exceptional ball players even after they leave Bama. And you see that all over the NFL. Except for this year, LSU. I think LSU put 80 or 90% of their defenses in the NFL now. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I like the part where he said, that he picked the 49ers over any other team. He picked the 49ers because we went to the playoffs.
And not only that, he knows this team is organized and built to win.
And we went there 2 times. We went to the playoffs 2 times. 8 times to the Super Bowl. We lost 2, but we went there 8 times.
Well, at any rate, he knows this team, this organization is serious and designed to do good things. That's why Jed's got to sign Kyle and John. Extend a contract now. Don't wait, Jed. Don't let it expire.
Yeah, and I like his attitude. He's talking about. I like his attitude because when he said he did not get drafted, that made him so. He said now he's going to show them, like, you guys didn't draft me, and he got that attitude. Is going to make him a good player.
Yeah, that's so right. He's got the right place too. Now, Doc, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll see you tomorrow if you get a chance. All right. Since Nighthawk's checking in regularly now.
Okay. Right? Before I go, hit that like. Nighthawk is night out. Rambo out.
Hey, Nighthawk. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh. All right, fam. And now, one of the founding members of TNT, Trez out of Atlanta, GA. Trez.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put all the red gold you can find up in it.
I keep a stash right here waiting on you, Trez, to come in so I can sprinkle it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. Hey, Trez, Man, here's a guy. I love talking to Trez on matters like this. Trez, your evaluation of the UDFAs and who needs to go home right now and who's staying?
Rumbo's the first time you caught me. I hadn't did my homework on these unrestricted, undrafted free agents.
Trez, I was going to lie because
I don't know
Trez.
who we got. I don't know who. I don't know who we picked up, who we got. All I know is next year's draft is a no-brainer. Cornerback, first pick, first round. That's all I know.
Trez, speaking of next year, if they don't college. The NC2A ain't going to have no games this year. From then, I already said, there's a very big chance there'll be no collegiate football this year. I hope they're not serious because I don't know who you're going to draft.
Well, I'm going to say this, Ronbo. Now, just
Trez,
like this year's
got
class
a speaker
is
on.
one of the best.
You got a speaker on somewhere.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me turn that off. How about now?
Okay. Check.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay, go
ahead. As far as next year's class is concerned, like this year was one of the best for wide receivers. Next year will be one of the best in cornerbacks.
Probably. Seems the way it works. Alternates. Last year was a defensive lineman. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it'll be a run on cornerbacks next year. This year was a wide receiver. This one right here will be the cornerbacks next year, guaranteed first round. It's a lot of good first round guys coming out. A couple of them out of Alabama. It's a few of them. You know what I mean? I'm always stay with the SEC. I ain't going nowhere else. That's what it is.
You should look at LSU put everybody in the pros. Good God.
Hey, LSU, Georgia, and Alabama. Florida has fell off a little bit. Florida has fell off. They used to be one of the premier teams.
Yeah,
but,
that's
they'll be
true.
back.
The Seminoles
They'll be back.
You're right. Florida's sort of like hasn't been dominant like they have been in the past. Got to reduce. They got to do something about that program.
Oh yeah. They'll get it straightened out. It's an SEC school. They'll get it straightened out. Ron, let me ask you this: what is up with this Mike Flores? What is it? Florio? NBC Sports?
Yeah.
Florio?
He takes shots at 49ers.
What's up with this dude, man?
I really wish I knew. It's
like this dude hate us that much. He reports the 49ers like every day, like he worked for us, but it's on the negative tip. I'm like, who is this cat, man? Like, you don't have another team in the NFL to talk about? Like, your show is just constantly about the 49ers. Are you that much of a hater?
And taking shots at him. But he still brought Trent Williams in to talk to him. And I wonder how bad that made. Hey, Trez, look here. Mike Florio is a Minnesota Viking fan, right? And the 49ers have been burning his butt up since for how many years, right? So here comes Trent Williams, and the Vikings were like, Trent, come on in here. And Trent said, no, I can't do it, y'all. Thank you. And now Florio's just probably burning up. So what does Florio say? Well, I think that Kyle doesn't tell John Lynch everything. Mike, what are you talking about now? What? First you said Jimmy, now you said Tom Brady's coming to San Francisco, and it ain't happening. So now you go to this, and now you end to this. Why don't you stop? I agree, Trace. I don't know what this problem is.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that cat, man. I really do. I wish you just lay the hell off our team. Go report something else. Go play in the traffic somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a team to report about, go play in the traffic. You can always report about the Cowboys. Hell, they're losers. You can always, you can always report.
Even Skip Bayless gets up off us to go for the Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying, Ronbo? I'm like, man, this dude is a trip. Well, I just fall out laughing every time I look at him, and just to hear him talk for the first 4 minutes, I already know he's going to say something negative about our team.
That's what
it is what it is, Ronbo.
Every team has that kind of guy. You know what? Trash, you know what's so funny? I wonder, every team's got one of those guys. Cowboys got Skip. We got Florio. Who the Rams got?
Yeah.
Nobody give a damn about the Rams, do they? But I
they
think
got
every
us,
team.
Ronbo. Look, Ronbo, they got us because we don't give a damn about them lambs. You know what I'm saying? They got us. We don't care.
Patriots got about 2 or 3 guys that write bad stuff about them. Just if you're really special, you got people who like to talk about you. So I guess
Ronbo,
that's what we are.
Let me set the stage for 2021 opening season. We all gathered, first game, home game. We've already worked on the Iron Man statue of Joe Staley, and we have it presented, unveiled it, first game of the season at the stadium. What do you think about that?
Man, that's such an outstanding stab. Joe Staley, because something's up already planned for Joe Staley, but I like your idea. Joe Staley could get more than one celebration of his 13-year career, which was awesome. Man.
I just think that'll set the tone for the season. I really
do too. I like your idea.
I think that'll set the tone. Yeah, that'll set the tone for the season. But I'm excited, Ronbo, about this season just to see, how well we do. Bash all these naysayers saying that we ain't gonna do this and we ain't gonna do that. We won't be the team we were last year and all that. So
they gotta say that.
I'm just excited to see the guys. I'm really excited just to get back to the norm. The norm of things, man.
Please, man. Wow, be so grateful. Well, Trez, it's always a pleasure. Trez, go look at them UDFAs. I want to see who you excuses. Trez, in your evaluations, you don't cut no corners. You and Big Show are similar in the fashion that y'all don't get attached. You call it like you see it. Yeah.
You see, we gave up on. We've gave up on Solomon Thomas. It's done. You know what I'm saying? We don't want the fifth. We don't want the 5th-year option on it. We backed out of that. You know what I'm saying? He will be a free agent at the end of the season.
Oh man.
So hey, mistakes be made along the way, Ronbo, but it's how well you bounce back from those mistakes. That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
And seems like we did a good job in bouncing back this year.
Yes, nice job at that. All right, we'll bounce back next year. Yeah, all right, Trez, I'm out. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. All right.
All right, shout out to my TNT brothers, man. Shout out to Jeff Tan over there in the chat, always holding it down. He's a TNT member too.
Hey, Jeff.
Chat over there for you, right?
All right.
Yeah,
that's a good job.
We've been putting in the TNT fam, but
all right.
Yeah, shout out to my TNT brothers, man. Rumble, I'm gonna go do my homework on these boys, and I'm gonna give you my whole analysis on them.
All right, fam.
All right.
All right, Trez.
Okay, have a good.
You too. I see All-Star Luna. Joe said he will be back on the team coaching next year. Yeah, Joe's going to take some rest and kick back, hang out with the family. You haven't seen your family for years and years. I think his babies are like, they got to be 4 or 5 years old. Huh? So, good for Joe. What we got going over here? You got anything over here? James says, this is my wide receiver room. It's Taylor, Hurd, KB, Ayuk, Debo, Finke. Oh, I like that. And Coach Tim says, you think we lost a few from last year in the practice squad. You can bet teams are going to rape us this year. I know, did we ever take people off other people's practice squad? I guess we got one here and there, huh? And Coach also says Taylor a lot better than any rookie we got at slot right now. Ayuk is going to play outside where Sanders played, but he has to earn it. That's true. We've got to stop. Oh, there's something here. He said, I think going forward, 2 guys that will factor in the long-term success of the 49ers are offensive lineman Colton McKivitz and tight end Charlie Warner, of course. And I follow John Chapman in those assessments. Yeah, what we've got to do, thanks for that input there, Coach. We got to stop immediately looking at guys performing well in college and thinking they're going to come and take people's jobs. Because I do like Finke, but I don't know in an environment of the NFL if he's going to outplay Trent. We need to stop underrating Trent Taylor. I don't know. Kyle says his foot is fine. Those operations, the procedures he got weren't always the extra fixing. It was because his body wasn't reacting well to whatever they put, a screw or something they put in his foot. So I don't know that he's going to be out there hobbling around. So we're going to see about that. So we'll see, hopefully soon, if they let these guys back out on the field. It's killing me. See these guys play. Come on. Hey, fam, I'm going to go hit that like and say goodnight to Texas, boy. And I can't wait to see them all night for Raw. Texas boy, you ain't got to come every day, though, man. Ain't no attendance being called. All right. Niners!